we can begin, and this is probably, I think, the last session of Ghati. Maybe, who knows? I don't know.
It's hard to say.
Yeah. Let's see. Where did we last end up?
I think we just had a firefight.
I think you were in the village already. You were in the village
No,
of
we were in
Kaligati.
the village. Yeah, they were gonna take us up the mountain or whatever to see
Oh yeah.
Baba John, or I think his name was.
No, Baba Jan was the. Wait.
No, Bada Bahan was the oldest sister. Baba John was the other guy.
Okay.
At least I think that was his name. Of
Um,
course I have piles of paper around here.
yes, Baba Jan. Yeah. You were right. Baba Jan is is their god essentially,
Yeah.
and the village elder. She's named Bada Bahan, which means, according to your translator, elder sister. It might be an honorific, but she says she has no other name. The entire village is disturbing, as I've said before. People here look strange. They look sickly. There's this. I believe one of you had a pretty good row, and when you were approaching it, you found some kind of. Well, you've discovered that the grasses and bushes are ugly and diseased looking, and that some kind of fungus.
Some kind of fungus.
Yeah, was coating them, and I think. Was it rat? I think you took a sample.
Yeah, it was me.
Yeah.
For future study. And the soldiers accompanying you, they were essentially like blah 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 blah, heathens, primitive stuff like that. We want to go home, but then Mason, Agent Parker, yelled at them, told them to shut the fuck up, which honestly was probably a very good thing to do. So they've offered you to take you to the cliffs, where your missing Delta Green agent, Ellis, went. Because they've told you that Ellis, came here searching for wisdom, and that he wanted to meet Baba Jan. So, when they are pointing at the cliffs of the nearby colossal mountain, I can't stress this enough. The cliff, it looks like it reaches the heavens themselves. When they point at the cliffs, they say that that's where your man went to commune with Baba Jan. They are using the term Navaganantuk, which means newcomer. They use it to. They use it towards you, the Americans, as well, which is interesting. Your translator told you this. They use it towards Taliban and other Afghans. It looks like people who live here. They really are very. I mean, the village is very old. You have this feeling that it's been here long before any other tribes arrived here. So, what are you going to do?
Are there steps going up the cliff?
No. Well, the entrance to the temple sits on a height of limestone cliffs overlooking the valley, and you've learned that reaching the top takes 2 hours on a very treacherous path. And you've been offered, the help of a few of 2 men each to help you climb the cliff. You have a feeling that if you try to do this by yourselves, you can do this, but it might be dangerous potentially. Remember, you don't have trails here in the mountains. This is like 100% natural.
Looks like we lost Brian on voice. I think I got the impression that they were offering to take us up there.
Yeah. That's. I mean, they are very nice and very generous and welcoming people, and they of course offer to take you to the cliffs. Brian, you here?
Yeah, I think I accidentally exited out of the app.
Okay, sure. So yes, of course. You see that those people, I mean, except for looking really backwards even for Afghanistan standards, they are also really not armed. I mean, the only thing that they are armed with are like long knives, things like that. They don't have any guns. They don't have any projectile weapons. Once again, you don't notice any kids in the village. You are standing outside the hut of the village elder, and well, other people they don't bother you. They just go about their stuff, their daily
I'm
stuff.
a little bothered by all of it.
Yeah, well, I mean, you are all feeling very, very on edge, and you can especially see that the soldiers accompanying you, they are tense, really, really tense.
Can we step aside and talk amongst ourselves?
Yeah, I was gonna say, let's have a little powwow here, boys.
Okay, so
Right,
the sergeant, Harding, if I recall correctly, it's been
Yes.
a while, so.
Yeah, Harding is a sergeant.
Yeah, he takes his men to the side and lets you talk between yourselves.
All right. Oh wait, is Harding with us right now?
No, he's not.
All right. He's not in the powwow. All right, cool. Hey guys.
No, he's not a secret agent.
Yeah, that's fair. When we get back, we should respectfully say that he should never be a secret agent. Now, I do have to ask here. We need an exit strategy if this goes fucking bad. Like, do we want to keep them, keep the soldier boys off outside the village, keeping a perimeter watch, and have some sort of sign to key them off if something goes to shit?
Could we shoot a flare from the cliffs, maybe?
That might do it,
flare?
but apparently it's a 2-hour fucking trek up the fucking side of a mountain.
Yep.
Well, I would say that probably if grenades go off, that's their sign.
That's probably a good sign, yeah. Sound doesn't really carry well when you're just one big mountain around a bunch of flat shit. I mean, this is all pretty dry. And 1 second, and I turn around and yell to the elder, elder and our translators, like, "Hey, how often does it rain here?"
The translator looks at you with a very strange look on his face.
Just ask the question.
Yasim just nods and asks the question. The old woman, with this kind smiling face, answers, and he says that, according to the elder, Babajan does not often send down rain. And
Thank you.
What she says.
All right. So, boys, what my plan here is, this place is dry as fuck, and if we're gonna make a quick beat out of this fucker, let's just set fire to it. I mean, fire solves all problems in this line of work.
Well,
I know that's a little counterintuitive as a fireman, but I can tell you that this place is gonna go up like a fucking tinderbox.
Well, I mean, firefighters do know how to start fires, so. Yes.
Why are we burning down a village?
Fuck them.
Well, I mean, okay, so yes, we can cleanse it with fire, but I thought you were mostly concerned about we can also set fire to a bush or something if we get into trouble, right?
Remember that most of the structures here they're made of stone and mud
Yeah.
and
Okay,
clay.
so that's just oven god.
But there are like fields here, of course, and there are bushes, quite a lot of them, in fact. So
And I'm kind of
yeah,
terrified about that spore shit that we saw on all the plants.
Yeah.
Burning it might not be a bad option.
Well, we can burn things on the way back, but I thought your main thing was so you don't want Sergeant Hee Haw and Chucklefuck coming with us, is what you're saying.
I don't want them coming with us, but I also don't want them directly in harm's way. I want them to maintain a place where they can have absolute security of themselves and keep watch for us if we're making an escape. I don't want them to be left here when we go up the mountain and them get jumped.
Yeah, no, that makes sense.
That was
And
If we
then,
can get a flare in the air, I think that would be a good signal.
yeah,
Yeah,
I mean,
put
I
your
don't have
flare
any
gun.
flares. Do you?
They mightn't. One of the
Smoke?
soldiers might have something we could
Popping
use.
smoke. We got any smoke canisters?
One sec. Let me check my pack. One sec.
I do not. Best I have is a stun gun.
Yeah, it's something we would have to borrow. I don't think I have anything. So we have to hope somebody here has one.
I got
I can throw some pot tarts off the
fuckload of
mountain.
grenades.
Yeah.
I got 6 grenades.
I'll throw some Pop Tarts and a Zippo lighter off the top of the mountain.
Yeah, maybe the Zippo lighter can catch the gleaming of the dark sun up there, and that'll, fuck it. Yeah.
Well, anyway, I think the main thing is just we can ask them if they have any smoke canisters and tell them of our plan to have them be down here safe while we go up the mountain and deal with Ellis. I think that's fair. And then as a backup plan, we can set bushes on fire to signal them that shit has gone south.
Hey, Michael.
yeah.
Can I make a? I don't know what the role would be. I'm trying to see. So, like, I have in my pack a set of bunker gear, which means I have. That 1 sec. I just zoomed out.
You have what?
There we go. I have a 30-minute air tank. Now, is that compressed air?
I think so. Yes, I believe
Okay.
it is.
If you knock the back nozzle off any compressed tank with enough force, honestly, you could probably do it with just a hammer. It will go off like a fucking rocket. That could be our flare.
Yeah, but will it be any light to it, or will it just be air shooting out the back?
It'll be a container about the size of my arm flying through the air at pretty high speed. Something that these fucking local yokels haven't been able to do with their little knives.
Yeah, I don't see
I'm not
any.
sure that'd be a good signal from that far away.
You don't see
Also
any
good
sign of technology here, like none at all.
All right, yeah. In that case, we'll just throw a grenade. Fuck it. Occam's razor, boys. Occam's razor. The simplest solution is a grenade.
I think that works. All right. Well, anyway, so who wants to tell them they're not coming with us? Oh, and by the way, are we tired? Have we been at this for like all day today?
You had exhaustion rolls, but I don't remember how they went.
That's-
They went well. I remember. No, I'm not being like an asshole here. I'm saying, like, I don't remember them being necessarily bad, because the exhaustion rolls that you were going to make us take were for the running that we had done, but like the exhaustion rolls we had were like we had walked all day.
Okay.
So like,
Yeah,
I think
you reached the village before you had to roll for exhaustion.
We can't before we do this. Like, I'm not sure we could go up cliffs.
I mean,
Like-
you can go up cliffs. That said, when you look at the cliffs, you think that I mean, you are sure that if you go with with guides, it will be much easier and safer. You are really you are eyeing the limestone cliffs with some concerns, but you also think that you would be able to traverse them yourselves, of course. It's up to you. Remember, the locals, they don't like, they're not saying that you have to take the guides or or will be offended. Nothing like that. No, they just offered you their help.
We should take the guides.
Yeah, I don't think, or you do.
I do, but I also think we should bring an extra, gun with us, so to speak.
The interpreter.
Well,
Maybe.
The interpreter looks terrified. I just want you to emphasize.
Yeah.
I want to
Okay,
emphasize
okay.
that he looks like he's about to shit his pants. The soldiers, they look uneasy. You feel uneasy, but Yasim looks objectively horrified, and he just looks at all the people in the village like they have horns and long teeth.
I'll take uneasy over terrified. Yeah, see if Sergeant Harding can have a gunner come with us or something.
All right, so you summon Harding. Yes, or are you?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, Harding.
I think so.
Are we summon him? What are we gonna draw a little line of salt around him? Hey, get over here, Harding.
Harding approaches you. He looks serious and business as usual. He also looks expectantly at you, because you were the ones to summon him. He says.
All right.
I think we're gonna go up the cliffs ourselves with some guides and look for our man. But if you could,
What do you mean by yourselves? I am responsible for your security. He says.
You're gonna be responsible for our escape if something goes to shit.
yeah,
We don't want
we need you down
We
here.
don't want you in harm's way, so we want you to be outside the village where you can maintain good security on all your points. We don't
Yeah.
want to leave you here in the middle of the village when we go up and you get jumped by a bunch of fanatics with knives. And that looks like all they've got is fucking knives. I mean, you guys mow these fuckers down if you feel like it. But we want to
If-
get up the cliffs.
if you hear a commotion up there, we'll be coming in hot.
You do understand that the cliffs are 2 hours walk from here. If I hear a commotion from there, from where me and my men will be stationed, we won't be able to reach you in time. We won't even be able to provide fire support for you. The cliffs will be out of the range of our guns.
So should they come at to the base of the cliffs and set up a base camp or something there?
And you set up a fire point at the base of the cliffs.
We can do that. He nods. Of course.
Okay.
I would still like to send one of my men with you to the top.
Yeah, we actually want one of your men to come with us.
Who's the one with the coolest head?
Head?
The one that can maintain his cool. The one that's not going to fucking go off on shit. Like that dumb piece of shit that was about to start shit back in the village.
Well, this guy's head shaped kind of like a triangle.
When you are saying that, you see that Harding's face hardens a bit, and he says, "I believe I could send private show with you." Now, I don't remember which one lost it because there are no notes for 2nd of October, so I presume that it was
Well,
either.
no, it was the 18th. I thought we only had one guy with him, and it was Shaw.
Oh yeah,
I thought
18th,
there were-
of course. My bad.
I think it's only
Oh,
Harding
fuck.
and Shaw, and that's it.
No, there's also a private first class Raiden Moore,
Oh, okay.
and there's
Well,
I believe there's the driver. I think he came back to the base, especially.
Yeah, the driver and the medic and all of them went back.
No, medic is with you. I'm pretty sure that.
Oh, he is with us.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure that medic is
Then I'm
with
wrong.
you.
All right.
Yeah.
So basically, we want Shaw to come up with us and Moore, the medic, and Harding to stay at the base. That'll be good. We got medical support down at the very bottom. I can provide like in the field kind of shit, but I can't do the kind of stuff that our army trained medic can do.
Sure.
I believe Shaw's the dickhead, though. Do you want the dickhead?
So if you don't want the dickhead, take Moore, and Shaw can stay.
All right, we're gonna take Moore. Shaw, you stay down there.
Okay. So, very well.
Shaw, if you can maintain your cool and not fucking blow this, I will buy you a case of beer and personally sneak it past all of your fucking commanding officers.
Shaw is like, thank you, Agent. I'm sorry for the earlier outburst. I'm just, it's this place. It gives me the creeps.
Yeah, it fucking sucks. I get it. Don't worry about it. If shit goes to shit, you can take out your anger on it. If it doesn't go to shit, we might still take our anger out on it.
The Sergeant Harding is like, well, for now everything seems quiet, and while yes, this place is rather unsettling, the locals, they don't seem to be hostile towards us. Let's keep it that way. Private show, no more outbursts like that one before. Agents, private first class Moore will accompany you, and we will establish a fire point below the cliffs. What about? And he, points at Yassim. What about him? You want him to? You want to take him with you up?
Yeah, probably smart. I don't know if he's gonna want to do here.
He doesn't want to do anything, but yeah, we need him up there because we can't talk to these people.
I'm not the best with talking to people. Hey, Rut, why don't you go convince him?
Rat, you want to try?
No, I'll do what I can.
Dude, just get him real fucking high. He'll agree to anything.
It's only one way through here. One way out. It's through the needle.
The green path.
Well, I presume that you approach Yassim or ask him to approach you, and tell him that he's going to accompany you. If so,
Yeah.
Yassim, of course.
I want to give him a little pep talk and try and calm him down, though.
Well, I mean, Yassim. First of all, when he hears that, he's paler than you right now, which is impressive. He begins visibly shaking, and he's saying, something about. He's saying a mix of local language and English, very bad English. You can, you hear words like Allah and devils, hidden, stuff like that. The man, he's a mess. So how do you want to approach this, Brian? How do you want to speak with him to make him, do what you want, essentially?
I'll put my hand on his shoulder and say,
I believe
we're going to get you out of this. What?
Okay, so we're going to get you out of here. That's what you're saying? Is that all? Or do you try something else?
Yeah, but we need him to we need his clarity to see us through the storm here. Like, the only way out is through the eye of the needle,
Very
But
well.
if he keeps it together, we will all get out safe.
All right, very well. You are right. So please roll. Now that's
Humans?
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah.
Modifier or
Well, I mean, you are nice to him, and you are, I think, rather level-headed. You know what? I'll give you plus 20%.
okay.
Yes. Whoa!
Nice. You have human of 50? Wow, nice. Very nice. Yeah.
Well, with the
Oh,
20, yeah.
With a modifier. Okay, sorry. Oh, by the way, I'm slightly. I have a slight cold, so excuse my.
Oh, it actually is 50.
Excuse my,
I think you
noise.
sound better.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Yeah, that was my bad Eastern European Elvis impersonation. Anyway,
Sounds good.
you spoken to Yassim quietly, calmly, without any aggression. You, of course, you did the whole hand on the shoulder trick, which usually helps. And you all see
Back
actually
rub.
that the man got he calmed a bit. He's still afraid, but he's like nodding his head, and he says to you, Rat, yes, of course, it is my duty to accompany you. I will make sure to help as much as I can, of course. And he just nods his head, so fast and so hard that the helmet that he has on his, on him, it looks like it's about to fall off, even though it's strapped under his chin. So yeah, you have your interpreter with you.
All right. I pat him on the back, say, "Shoulders back, son. We got this."
He like straightens himself up a bit. He tries to look more, you guess, professional, and he just nods and yes, of course. Should I tell the village elder that we are preparing to move up the cliffs?
That'll be good.
Yes, of course. And you see he walks over to the ancient woman, not even old woman, ancient woman. She gets up slowly. It's clear. Well, I mean, she normally moves rather well, but it's clear that getting up for someone that age is not as easy as it used to be. He speaks to her quietly. She listens, nods, says a few words to him, and he turns to you and says, "They want to give us 2 guides per man, per each of us. I mean, so 10 men total, because you are also taking the soldier with you." She asks if that is desirable.
I think that's sufficient.
What about the rest of you?
Yeah, I'm all right, but it's all right.
Sean? Sean? I don't know if you're speaking on mute, but we can't hear. Oh, bathroom break. Okay, sorry. Just so the...
Yeah, definitely don't unmute it right now.
No, please don't. It could be disastrous. Okay, let me quickly check one thing. Okay, everything is.
Hey, is it normal to just take like cliff notes and then go back and make your
Right.
notes for this?
You can take as many notes as you wish. Sure.
All right, I'm gonna do it by cliff notes and then I'll flesh it out afterwards.
Sure.
That's always how I do it.
We were. Your
Oh, don't worry, buddy. I'm caught up. I'm good.
Your interpreter talked to the village elder, and he said that you are going, and she wants to assign 2 men per each of you, 2 guides, and asks if that's okay.
Yeah, so I was like 10 guys.
Mhm.
Seems weird,
Total, yeah.
but I just look at her. I look at everybody. And I'm just like, it's like we can we need to come up with a signal in case shit goes south. The kill everybody who's not us signal.
So in that case, you are telling this to Yasim, and he conveys your message. The village elder speaks to a few of her, few of her subordinates, and in just like a minute or two, 10 men in various age. Some of them older, some of them younger, stand in front of you. They are all, of course, they're all like villagers here. They even speak their names to Yasim, who then tells you their names. They're Abdul, Azar, Bilal, Gulam, Javed, Shahid, stuff like that. You see that they are, of course, dressed in your typical Afghan fashion, but that's the thing, a bit stranger. That like people here, they are dressed like like most Afghan villagers, but there's something off to their style. They have they have hatchets and long knives at their hips. They look at you silently, waiting for you to move out. They just, as a way of, saying hello, they just nod. They don't say anything.
No time like the present, fellas. Let's go.
Yeah, let's go.
You move out with Harding and his men, providing security. You approach the base of the cliff. Harding, once again, repeats his orders to his men. Private first class Moore is going with you, while, of course, Shaw stays with him. Oh, by the way, what about the medic? Because I don't remember. Is medic coming with you, or is he staying?
Medic Dan, I've got medical training.
Okay, so Booker is staying. Very well. And so you start walking up the cliff. You, Yassim, Moore, and 10 guides total. It's not an easy climb, and especially since you are wearing body armor and carrying weapons while climbing, it's not an easy or even a pleasant climb. The path is indeed treacherous, and a few times you almost slipped, or you had this popular in the movies effect of stones like crumbling from under your feet and falling down. That said, because you had guides, it's easier. The men, even though they are not speaking to you, they are helping you. With sometimes they extend a hand, sometimes they point at the rock that you almost tripped over. Because of them and their knowledge of this path, you reach the top in more or less 2 hours without any accidents or incidents. At the top of the climb, a peak overlooks the village on one side and the sprawling mountainside on the other. It's airy and starkly beautiful, a dizzying emptiness of sky all around, contrasting with the dark hidden valley of the village below. You also see the quote-unquote temple entrance. It is an uneven crack in the limestone, about 2 meters across and 6 high. Does any of you have science geology?
No.
No, I've got electrician and mechanic for craft. I don't have any of the sciences.
Brian?
Or geology, or no, science geology.
Yeah.
You said, right?
Yeah.
Or geology.
No, science geology.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
No, I know.
Yassin doesn't have science geology.
Yeah. I just have meteorology, so that's not going to help us here.
Booker has science biology, so no geology. I don't think any of you have this skill, but
Botany.
Okay. Yeah. You also see ancient Hindu statues standing broken and completely defaced. They are ancient. They look ominous.
I asked Yassim if he's familiar with any of these statues, if anything looks at all like something that he's historically familiar with.
He looks at the statues, with unease. He shakes his head and says, "No, I don't even know which gods or deities or people from heroes from ancient Hindu myths they could represent." And he then speaks to one of the guides. We don't understand what they are saying, of course, but then he says to you that they are saying that they always have been that way, the statues here. Beyond the threshold, human scale steps have been carved roughly by hand over countless years. They descend between sheer walls of uncarved stone, unevenly, farther and farther. You are sure that, after a few steps, light from above will be lost very quickly.
Sorry, I'm typing.
Do we have flashlights?
I do.
I think all of you have flashlights.
Tactical flashlights.
I don't think that
Oh,
any of you.
I have a mag light.
Yeah, I don't think that. No, you have flashlights.
Yeah, I have a
as-
flashlight.
Yeah, as part of your gear from the base. I don't think that any of you have like night vision. I believe.
I thought we got.
You have? Oh, you have the basic night vision, right?
Yeah, I think I thought we did. I thought, but let me.
Now remember.
I didn't add it to mine.
Now
I know that.
remember one thing about night vision. It works only if you have at least a modicum of light.
Sunlight. Yeah.
Yeah, it doesn't have to be sunlight, but it has to be some kind of light. It's again contrary to the movies where you see people using flashlight, in like pitch black. It doesn't work that way. Yeah, that's tricky thing to remember.
Okay. Well, if we
I
have
would be a little
flashlights,
bit wary about using something like the night vision. We saw what happened with the fucking radios.
yeah, I think flashlight is the best we're gonna get. Although maybe that will be a problem as well.
I would
now
like
you
all
mention
of you to make me basic human rolls.
it. Whoops, my human sucks. I will try. What?
Hot.
Oh, nice. Almost a fumble. Not much.
Almost being the key word. Remember that word, Michael. Almost.
Almost, yeah. So Rat passed, Luke didn't pass, and we are waiting for Mason.
Oh, did it not roll?
I don't
One
see
sec.
it. I don't see it.
I didn't see it on the thing.
1 sec.
But maybe it's because roll 20 can be capricious at times.
There you go.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Alright.
Luke, Mason, you're just looking either at the statues or at the. It has to be said, very impressive vista. Like expanding from the top of the cliffs. Even the horribly decrepit Ghati village looks majestic from here, or maybe not majestic, but it has this sleepy feel to it. It's like it's been part of this lands for eternity, you could say.
Picturesque.
Picturesque, thank you. That was the word I
Wait.
was looking for. Plus, like I said, the mountains, which can also be seen from this cliff. The huge mountain ranges. They are also magnificent. Rat, however, you don't observe your guides actively, but you've seen something. You think that there's a barely subdued, excited sense of expectation or anticipation about them, even though they are trying not to show it.
So, do I feel like I'm being led into a trap?
No, it's not that. It's like those people are, like people right before a huge religious festival. They are getting ready, to experience.
Sacrifice somebody.
Yeah. Yes. Exactly. Yes. Like I said.
Everybody's got the eggnog up, but they haven't lit the tree yet.
Like I said, the only thing that you feel is that those people are getting excited and they are expecting something to happen. But they are not making any hostile moves. They are not slowly, getting closer to their weapons. Nothing like that.
I'm gonna make sure I have one in the chamber of my sidearm and my.
Your weapons, I presume, are always ready.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm gonna put around.
But I want to make sure that they see me like
See me do it.
go over my ammo and everything, and I'm looking at him smiling like fully capable here.
Wait, so you are preparing your gun and smiling at someone? That's the one of the
This
most...
is an intimidation
No,
check.
just
that's,
like not
that's
like I'm gonna
fucking
kill him. Just kind of
terrifying.
like don't try it.
Okay. Well, I mean, you are preparing your weapons, and
We're soldiers. I mean, like it would look normal just to.
yeah, but like I also want to say one thing. They are not well, some of them of course look at you, but it's not like they are observing you. They are also, taking in the view, speaking to each other quietly, looking at the face statues. It's not like they are, they're just staring at all of you, because that obviously would be very unsettling. No.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm mingling with them too. I'm not like standing off to the side, loading my gun, but I'm doing it right in the middle of them so they can all see it.
Actually, and it has to be said, they are also not trying to, befriend you. They're not approaching you in any way or speaking to you in any way. They are mostly keep to themselves. So you prepare your flashlights. The young soldier with you, Moore, asks you, should I stay here and guard the entrance, agents? Or should I go with you?
What do you guys think?
I think he should come with us.
Yeah.
Come with us.
He nods.
And these our guides seem generally excited about something, wherever we're heading right now. I don't know if you guys picked up on that.
I did not.
No, you didn't. Picked up on that.
Just keep eyes in the back of your head.
Michael, you're not saying anything when when Rat announces this. Oh, Michael is not here.
Oh, he might be dealing with his sauce. He said he had.
Oh, yeah, the sauce. The sauce.
What sauce is he doing?
Pasticcio.
I don't
What
even
is that?
know what.
Pasticcio.
What is that?
Yeah. That's actually a good question. I don't know how to define it.
Hey, I'm back.
Oh. What's a pasticcio sauce?
Pasticcio is a Greek dish that is a layered dish. So at the bottom you have bucatini, which is this long, kind of thick tubed.
Yeah.
Pasta.
Like beefaroni, but fancy.
A meat sauce. The pasticcio meat sauce is like any other bolognese sauce you were going to make, but it's spiced with cinnamon, a little bit of cardamom, brown sugar, and clove.
Whoa.
And then a very thick bechamel on top.
Bechamel.
And then some grated Romano on top of that, and then baked.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Sounds awesome.
It's the one of the things that I just looked up. It has the in parentheses Greek lasagna, but it looked I've had it before. So. It's delicious.
Nice.
We had the 49th annual Greek festival this weekend, and I wasn't able to go. And usually that's where I get my fix for pasticcio. So I decided I would just make my own. Next year's is going to be fucking massive, so I'm going to go to that one.
Awesome. Okay, so everyone, so the soldier is coming with you. You are all preparing your flashlights, and you are descending. The entrance is narrow, and I would like for you to tell me the order of movement. Who goes first? Who goes last? Stuff like that. It's up to you, of course.
I can go first.
Okay, you go first.
He took it from me. Cool.
Now, I would just like to remind everyone about weapons. Mason has a shotgun, which doesn't really work well if you are firing from back because of the spread. Plus
that's what I'm saying. Like, put me in front.
Close quarters
Okay, you
weapon.
in front.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Mason just can always, of course, just handle his shotgun to someone else. if he wishes.
No,
No,
he wants to be in front. Be in front.
Okay, Mason goes
I
first.
don't want to. I don't want to hand it to somebody. Stop telling me to do these things, God.
Very well. No, sorry, we are playing Delta Green, so it's Cthulhu saying something like that. So Mason goes first. Luke, you're going second.
Yes.
Or okay, then Moore actually, offers to go third. Or,
Yeah.
or he says that he can, he can be the one covering your 6. Again, up to you. It's clear that the kid, he'll do what you say.
Yeah. You in the back with the assault rifle.
Yes, sir, he says. So,
So I guess I'm third.
the third person, I guess, is Rat.
Yeah, and I'm gonna have my sidearm out, like, so I could still grab a ledge if I have to or something with the other arm.
Very well. And fourth will be Yassim, and last will be Moore. Okay,
Yeah.
so we have our...
Exactly. You gotta keep him in the back to keep the interpreter from running away.
Yeah. You enter the mountain. Oh, by the way, all of the guys, of course, remained outside. They are not coming with you.
Okay.
They will wait for you to emerge, and then they will make sure that you safely go down the path. As I said before, beyond the threshold, human-scale steps have been carved roughly by hand over countless years. They descend between sheer walls of uncarved stone unevenly, farther and farther. Light from above is soon lost, but fortunately you have your flashlights. After descending for a while, look, you realize something, that the quality of the stone on either side has changed. The stone is no longer limestone sheared. It's no longer limestone sheared apart in some unknown convulsion of the earth. It's a strange, unknown, green-black substance. Do you touch it?
I think he wants to touch it.
Oh, and by the way, do you say about this, to the rest of the group?
This is right?
No, I'm asking
No, I thought
you.
Oh, asking me?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you were asking Rut.
No,
I thought he was asking Michael.
no, I'm
Oh, he's
asking Sean.
Yeah, I'll touch it. I'll be like, what the fuck is this stone here? Touch it.
You touch the black stone. It's cold and damp to the touch, and seems to leave naked fingers dry, as if it sucked the oil from the surface of skin.
It's got organic solvents on it.
You don't feel that you don't think that it's organic per se, but it's a bit disturbing. And
Well, I also don't think that acetone is organic, but it's an organic solvent.
as you move further down, the first seam you spot in the black stone might be construed as a crack. The next, and then a joining of two, clearly mean they were constructed. But how? The blocks are vast. They must weigh 100 tons each, impossibly deep beneath the cliffs. Please
Aliens.
roll me for San, everyone.
Everybody
What am
knows
I
it's
rolling?
aliens. I watched that on TV.
What am I rolling?
Santi.
Sand.
Oh, gotcha.
And I need to check.
Woohoo!
Woo!
Where
Oh,
is
you guys have
Just
shit
seeing,
sanity. I thought
just
mine
seeing
was
a
bad.
Luther repeat here, guys. Just seeing a Luther repeat.
Okay, I don't see any botches, so that's good. Wait a second. I'll need
How
to
many
roll.
mutations do I get?
You get a huge penis. Oh, you already have it. Oh,
Fuck. Yes.
but
Fine.
I didn't. But I
A
didn't
bastard
tell you
for me and my
where.
huge penis.
Yeah, finally.
Okay, well, we have problem because Yassim just fumbled. And I'm
Oh.
going to roll for Moore. Actually, I think Moore passed.
Good job, Moore.
I was gonna say, yeah, Yassim is now lying in a pool of his own excrement
Well, I mean,
and sucking his thumb.
actually, no. Yassim, okay, Yassim lost 3 sanity. You guys didn't lose any because you just
Cool.
failed. So, oh no, sorry. My bad. Okay, it's been too long. I'm sorry. Now I need to roll for each of you because all of you failed, right? No, look, you've
No,
passed.
I succeeded. Yeah.
Mason, you lose 1 sanity point. Rat, you lose 3 sanity points.
Okay.
Yeah, and Yassim also loses sanity points. So, what this means? What's the name of Luke, Agent McLean? You are. This deserves you. This is very extremely strange to you, especially not even the stone itself, but the fact that this stone has been. Well, it had to be brought here. Whatever this, like you can't even imagine this. Rat, you don't handle this well. You are, when you've realized that, when you've noticed that, the cracks, the seams, you can't put your mind around it. And Parker, you are handling this rather well. Yassim and Rat, all of you guys, well, I mean, Rat, it's up to you what you are doing. Yassim is essentially starting, babbling a bit, like mumbling some kind of prayer under his breath, in a very terrified voice. It's clear that if there, you are almost sure that if Rooker wasn't behind him, he would probably try to maybe not run, but move back. Because all of you realize that in some forgotten epoch, the blocks, they must have shifted in the convulsions of the earth and revealed the gap that became this stairway. Maybe even, in the Mesozoic or Paleozoic eras, maybe even earlier. The weight of history, the weight of ages, it threatens to crush all of you. When the stairs end at last, you find yourselves in a vast chamber, one of many. The walls and floor are shaped more intricately than the long stairs, in vast curving spiking designs that seem to fold into each other in bizarre ways that hurt the eye and mind. Does any of you have art?
I'm gonna say no, but no. Gotta be no.
Okay. Ooh,
Unless he
has.
Oh, he has art. Cool.
Yeah, he has. I mean, it's art journalism, but it's art, so I am going to roll because it doesn't specify what kind of art.
Yeah.
Rat, Mason, you have art?
No, 0%.
Okay.
I do not.
So I'm going to roll for Yassim once again. Let's see. Holy shit, he passed.
Alright, cool.
Nice. Yeah, that's actually a very good roll. He still loses 1 sign point. You see, actually, Rat. No, sorry, actually, you, Mason. Okay, so actually, you, Rat, since Mason went to the bathroom. When you look around, this place, in the corner of your eye, you see that Yassim is just looking at the strange designs, and his eyes grow wider and wider. It's clear that he tries to comprehend them, but it's impossible because they can't be comprehended. You've tried to look at them, and you still feel the pain behind your eyeballs. But Yassim looks at them like he's hypnotized. Are you doing anything?
I believe I'm not next to him, so I don't know that I can do anything. But I'll say like, hey,
I'm
snap my fingers. Hey,
I'm asking Rat specifically.
yeah.
Brian.
Okay, good.
Hold it together, man.
Well, you are saying this, but it's not really working. I mean, after a second, he blinked, and he looks at you, and it's clear to you that just as you are, this man is taking this this trip very hard, very hard. And now, please tell me, does any of you use night vision? Because I didn't caught that.
I don't think so.
No, I thought we were not using it because we were just using flashlights.
Yo, I'm back.
Okay. So, no night vision for anyone? Very well. Does any of you have history?
Yeah, I got 10 in history.
Yeah, it would be the same 10.
Mm-hmm.
Just the base.
And
Alright.
Let me see. He doesn't. Okay. So, nothing.
Shall we roll?
No.
Okay. Okay.
I mean, if you want, yes, of course.
What
yeah.
modifier? Is it a modifier or no?
No, sorry, no
Yeah.
modifiers. Just
the-
basic skills. Oh, nice.
nice.
I will roll just for fun. Okay. I get to check history. Yay!
I'm going to roll for Yasim. He has 40% and he passed.
Ooh.
And you see, you hear him babbling something in English actually. He says, "Stars flooding to supernova, living things of uncertain form and size flying between them, the passage of vast epochs of time, then the earth itself, its continents merged into one." Any of you have a natural? Yes, it's that time when we roll a lot of dice. Sorry for that.
Nope.
No.
Oh.
I don't have it.
You don't have
Nope,
any
0%.
unnatural? 0%.
Nope, 0%.
Okay. Yeah, that's the one skill that's hard to learn because you essentially have to be, under the influence of the mythos to gain this skill. It's like in Call of Cthulhu, same thing. You can't
Yeah.
you can't spend XP points on it.
Nope. You just have to read the Necronomicon or something.
Yeah, or just watch a Hound of Tyndalos emerge from a hard angle in your living room.
Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah, something like that. So Yasim is babbling these things that I've just mentioned, and his voice is growing breathless, captivated by a sense of not just awe but excitement and hunger. Now all of you are looking at him essentially. Even I mean, unless you are telling me that you are actively not, but it's just it's like this point where when one man in a group does something very strange and everyone looks at him because he's clearly losing it. You see that the historian in him unwittingly glories in some kind of perhaps conquests of unnamed mythical race or beings that you never even heard of, and he just keeps going and going and going, and with each word he grows more agitated and more excited, and his voice reverberates in an echo from the walls of this place forgotten by time and by God, by everyone else. It is incredibly unsettling. Is anyone of you saying something to him?
I can grab him and cover his mouth.
Okay. You are doing this very well. Now I need to roll for him.
Uh-oh.
Unless he has that amount of... Oh no, he doesn't, because he failed the previous sun. Because he had this amount of sun, I believe, but he failed the previous roll, so now he has a lot less. Well, a lot less. He just has less.
And also, it's a fumble.
Yeah, that's it. Because he had base sound of 55, but now he had 52. So 55
Yeah.
means a botch.
Whoops.
He bites you, Rat. When you put your hand over his mouth, you see that his eyes, became like his irises became pinpricks, and he just he bit you as hard as he can.
Like on the hand.
Yeah. Which honestly, you can roll me. This is not an attack. You can roll me Dex, I believe. I mean dodge.
There's a dodge skill.
Yeah.
Base is 30.
You can roll dodge plus 10% because you didn't expect that. And if you pass, you won't get bitten.
Oh.
You lose 1 hit point.
Finger.
Yeah, because you had military grade gloves on you, but you still feel the pain, and you still feel that he did some damage, and you yelled. Rat is like, ah! Something like this. Yasim fell back. Yasim fell back on the wall, and he's like, I'm sorry, so sorry. Stuff like that. The young soldier, Moore is like, what the fuck, man? And he's not aiming his weapon at him because he knows this man, but he shoulders it, in a way, because he's not sure what's going on. And all of you are on the edge. What are you doing?
I'll tell you. I'll yell at Yasim. Get your ass up and let's go. Stop fucking around.
I'm sorry. I don't know what happened, but the designs on the wall, they are thing. I've never seen anything like that. I'm sorry.
All right. Well, we gotta find this Baba John dude. So let's just look at the murals later. Let's go.
Can I show my hand to Mason? How's that look?
One sec. Let's see. First aid for that, I guess.
Yeah.
That's what we call in the medical field a
Yeah.
boo-boo.
There we go.
Oh, nice. Yeah. So you get the 1 HP back.
Yeah, you
Oh,
definitely
wow.
bit you.
Yeah.
He tapes your finger back on.
Well, I mean, you took his glove off. You've used some kind of antiseptic. It didn't really need a bandage. It just needed a band-aid, and that's it. And he kissed it.
Yeah.
Hey man, now you be good with that. I gave you one of my Manny's Steve McQueen band-aids.
Oh.
Snoopy.
Nice. Okay. After that, openings 30 meters tall lead from one chamber to the next. Huge stone protrusions and shapes defy meaning. Proportions are wrong, as are the angles of the floor and walls. Approaching a great gaping doorway, you find yourself instead touching a wall that should have been far to the right. Sound checks, everyone.
God dang.
Yep. Just so you know, every Call of Cthulhu game, no matter which, is like that.
Mm. No, I know.
I'm saying for the potential future games. So,
Okay. Yes, I was like, well, I failed geometry in school, so this does not affect me.
Yes, but you are saying this in a shaky voice. You are trying to be more courageous than you actually are. But, it affects you all the same. Mason?
Fucking hate origami.
Oh, you failed the roll. Okay. So Luke and Rat, you don't lose any points. Mason, you lose 1. The air is thick with smells of acid, mold, and rot.
Acid.
As you explore the Shan temple, you hear the voice of a man farther onward, screaming. You know, Moore is like, you hear that? It's coming, I think. He says, I think, from up there. And he points, forward. You are not sure in this place where sounds and even, other things are coming from. This is, because this place is just wrong. It's wrong. Something's not right with it. What are you doing?
Let's move out. It could be Ellis.
If it's not Ellis, can we fucking just blow it up?
Of course. Let's go.
As you come close...
Keep it close together, everybody.
As you come closer, you realize that this man's, because this is a man's voice, that this man's voice is singing, but it's terribly cracked from strain or misuse. You find the man in a chamber more huge than the rest, and it is indeed Ellis. He kneels in darkness, he is nude, and has no light with which to see, before an angular black stone slab high as a barn. Atop the slab lies a shape. Please everyone roll alertness.
Any bonus?
No, basic.
Oh,
God damn it.
Nice.
Oh no. Yeah, I still failed it anyway.
Mm-hmm.
You guys really failed.
I miss luck points, man.
Yeah.
Yep. In basic.
I would rewrote the luck one.
Like, huh? What? I'm looking at this naked man. I don't have time for anything else.
Yassim, I think he probably failed alertness.
Yeah, 57, he probably failed.
Yeah. Actually, he doesn't even have alertness, funnily enough.
It would be 20% if he doesn't
20%
have it.
basic, okay, thank you. And the soldier man? Actually, soldier kid rather, because he's very young. Man.
Ooh!
Man. Yeah. Alright. So, this is going to be interesting, especially for Moore, not for you. You guys are fine.
Yeah.
Funnily enough.
A giant spider comes down and eats him.
Because all of you, including Rasim, your eyes stay on Ellis. But Moore looks up. And he sees what's there. And you see him whimper. Now, another roll for him. Yep.
Yeah, I'm sure that's not good.
Now, roll 1d10. You see him whimper, and he says, you don't even understand what he's saying under his breath, but he is like, but you are just hearing this. I mean, you're all on edge, and you are hearing this, of course, and you realize that Moore is also starting to lose it. But you concentrate on Ellis, who is clearly lost in madness. He's not turning around. He just kneels in the darkness and sings. What are you doing?
I keeping my hands on my on my weapon, ready to use it if necessary.
Mm-hmm.
I say, Ellis.
When you talk to him, he stops singing and turns. You see the light of madness in his eyes. You see that his body is covered in bloody cuts from an ancient village knife that he holds in his hands. His genitals are mutilated. He looks at you and smiles. When the villagers brought me here, the sleeper awakened for a moment. Only a moment. Enough to touch my mind. I exulted helplessly, fascinated, horrified, rejoicing. But the shape soon stilled and slumbered again. The villagers left me here, recognizing me as one of their own. And I've been trying to awaken the sleeper ever since, he says as he gets up and starts
Dude, your poetry sucks.
walking towards you. Blood to awaken him, he croaks, dizzy with relief. He staggers towards you, raising the blade. Towards you, Sean.
Okay, I'm
You know
fumbling
that-
for my.
You know that he's meaning to sacrifice you for another touch of his god's mind.
I'm trying to fumble for the stun gun, which is what I should have had out.
Hey,
Okay.
I know a
First place
great way to
person.
cure addiction. Just shoot him.
Yeah, I know, but
So,
I'm
you
trying to
need to
follow
have-
the mission. Mission parameters were hopefully alive. I'm assuming.
Hopefully.
Before we enter combat, let's take a few minutes break for bathroom, okay?
Oh, sounds awesome. I've had too much caffeine. All right, back in a sec.
Mm-hmm.
It's not like poop when I get it. You sleeping? Is that so?
All right, I'm back. Not that it matters, but. I didn't get a chance to tell you guys about my awesome flight back from Sacramento on Wednesday.
Go for it.
Oh, yeah. So we had a 45 theoretically minute delay that I think ended up being longer because apparently somebody put fuel in the wrong tank in the plane. And so they had to transfer it. So I don't know what exactly that meant. It meant completely taking it out and then putting it in the correct tank or what the bullshit was. But anyway, and there are all these people who are like, oh, but I have connecting flights and blah, blah. So finally they're like, yeah, you can get off the plane if you want, but if once you decide to get off, you're not getting back on. I'm like, great. Meanwhile, got this guy that I ID'd immediately in the terminal. Some weird motherfucker with the Colonel Sanders beard and mustache and a long ponytail, wearing some kind of weird hat with feathers in it. And he's talking to people about the Tao and positive energy and all this kind of shit. And as we're sitting there, he's getting weirder and weirder. And I forget, he was talking to people around him, and he's talking to some guy, I guess, about religion maybe, and then he starts doing like some weird, I'm crossing my arms, I'm making hand gestures. Okay. Then he gets up to use the bath. Oh, then he gets up and pulls his cane out of the overhead compartment. And so he's essentially got this metal bar with a metal ball on the top of it.
Not great.
Yeah, exactly. Then he gets up to go to the bathroom, and I hear them saying something to him about like, yeah, you gotta pull this or push this to lock the, and you need to lock the door when you go in there. And then apparently what happened was, and I didn't know this at the time, because I hear some commotion so I hear some commotion in the background. I'm like, you need to return to your seat. So he goes back to his seat, and now he's looking like he's fucking totally out of it, whatever's going on. And he is eating gummy bears and dropping them all on the floor. Right? And talking to people. Next thing you know, the captain coming on like, okay, we're gonna get ready to pull out. We just gotta go do this thing, and the flight attendant's gone all the way to the front, and I can see her talking to in the cockpit. So the sheriff's come on. It's like, hey buddy, it's time to go. So apparently he has decided to rummage around in one of the flight attendant's bags while he was back there taking a piss. Or doing whatever he was doing, and just steal shit out of their bag. So it's their gummy bears. and so the sheriff, the two sheriff's deputies come on and just escort him off the plane. Like, cool, now we can go. So we were like an hour and a half late to get home. It was fun. But and my son was like, "Have you ever experienced anything like that before?" I was like, no. I was like, I'm glad we had this experience together.
Aww.
Yeah, my son's a knucklehead. It was funny though, but yeah, the when he pulled down the essentially crowbar cane, I was like, oh shit.
So he was just like shit-faced, this guy?
Well, so he's one of those guys that looks like a weird kind of new agey kind of guy in the first place, right?
Yeah.
And when he was talking to people about good energy and the Tao and everything, I was like, okay, he's just one of those types. Then when he started doing all like the fucking hand gestures, and then when he like stood up and pulled out his cane, I'm like, ah, fuck. And then when I heard when I noticed that the flight attendant was pissed at him, and then was going down to talk to the captain, I was like, okay, yeah, this this is not going to end well for this guy. But he didn't make us think. I mean, he got up and followed them out. But yeah, I mean, two dudes came back, get him. So, right.
Gummy bears, huh?
Yeah. Well, that's what I was thinking. I was like, is the acid starting to kick in now? I mean, what the fuck is going on? Did he take too many CBD gummy bears?
Yeah, that had to be a felony, man. Like, because the circumstances with being on a plane about to take off, that's like, yeah. Is it interstate at that point, or does it have to be in the air? Like, you know what I mean? It's like,
well, just in general, doing anything illegal anywhere physically on the airport,
yeah,
you're kind of fucked.
Yeah.
I mean, you're going to jail at the bare minimum.
Yeah, but it's the federal government that's involved in it. It's not necessarily the local jurisdiction. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, yeah. I mean, it wasn't Sky Marshals. It definitely was the county sheriff.
Yeah.
But yeah, where it goes from there, I don't know. But it just seems
like how he's charged. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
be very different.
Interstate commerce.
I've actually heard that the at any airport in the United States, the local sheriff's department, their authority trumps the TSA.
Oh, okay.
You know what I mean? So like, if you ever get like if they're fondling you or something, like you're going through the security line, like that's like they could actually be in serious trouble like if you call the sheriff, because they're gonna investigate it like anything else. You know what I mean?
Right. Yeah. Well, I mean, I listen to what the TSA people have to say, but yeah, they're not really cops.
Yeah.
Let's be real. But yeah, I mean, I'm not a dick to them. I know they're just doing their job. You know, not like the guys who show up in thong bikinis, wanting to be searched or whatever. So we're about to. Well, so I should have pulled out my stun gun immediately when I saw him because that was always my plan, and then for some reason I readied my rifle instead. So now I got to fumble for the stun gun and possibly be stabbed, but that's okay.
He's
I've
pretty
got the
sick.
sidearm out currently, so if we get initiative, I'm gonna try and kneecap him.
What do you have out? Oh, your sidearm. Yeah. Yeah. I guess that would be a called shot. Yeah, you could do it.
Yeah, one in the chamber too.
You have to
Yeah.
do both his legs. So I can just take it off with a fire axe.
Yeah, there you go. Well, that's just it. Is I mainly didn't want to shoot him because I know this game can be fairly lethal. so I'm trying to get him back in one piece. At least in my mind, that's what I'm doing. But we'll see what happens. You know,
This is my old law enforcement training kicking in here. The guy's coming at you with a knife.
you shoot him, of course.
Yeah.
He's coming at you with a cell phone. What do you do?
Dude.
Too soon? Oh, yeah. Well, I mean, oh man, and that was the other thing we had while we were in Stockton. They apparently were having a serial killer going around in Stockton.
Nice.
and
Huh.
I found out that
We had a mass shooting a mile and a half from here a few days ago.
Yeah. So you're in
What's that like?
North Carolina, right?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
It was-
yeah, for some,
It was creepy, man. So, like, we have this trail that goes behind our house. It goes the whole Neuse River all the way to the coast, right? And they call it the
Uh-huh.
Greenway.
Yeah.
And it goes behind all these neighborhoods, like all through North Carolina. And it's like maybe a block away from the main streets. And so this guy came out of the Greenway and he shot 2 people and their dogs. And then he ran back and he was like going through people's back. He was like just randomly shooting people.
Yeah.
Killed his brother too, but like.
right. Well, that's what I thought I heard is that it started with him killing a family member and then he just
Yeah.
was like, I might as well just start killing people. All right.
Like 15 years old, like wearing camo,
Oh, of course he was. God.
some kind of long rifle. I didn't see what kind of gun it was, but it was definitely heavy duty.
Shit.
That's creepy though, because I mean we walk on this trail and shit, you know.
Yeah. No, that's not cool.
Like I hate guns and like it has me thinking like, do I do a concealed carry because you fucking can here and everybody else does. Like,
Yeah, well, I mean that's kind of where I'm at right now. I was like, I haven't, I haven't purchased any weapons yet, but I kind of want to because there's fucker. I mean, I went to a fucking cross country meet and there was a guy open carrying. Like, fuck.
I'm like my knee jerk reaction is to be against the Second Amendment, but in reality, it's not going anywhere. You know what I mean? Like I have a shotgun. And if they ever got rid of people, I'm not giving it to anybody because I don't trust them to be able to get rid of, like, seize all the guns. You know what I mean? So I don't want to be left without any protection. So fuck them.
Well,
That's just where we're at in this country.
Yeah. Well, no, I'm not against the Second Amendment. I just think there's too many fucking guns. Plain and simple. But you know, if I can't be part of the solution, I'll be. Yeah. Well, yeah, that's just it. You're not gonna get them back. So I'm like, and that's the thing is there's chuckle fucks walking around here. You know, they're protecting democracy or they're doing whatever, and they're walking around, you know, with their AR-15s and tactical vests on and bullshit, and like, oh, we're providing security. Like, fuck you.
So, fuck them. I'll secure my own fucking house. Thank you very much.
Yeah, well,
Stay
it's
the
not.
fuck
That's
off my
not.
property.
Well, that's just it. It's not the house they're going to. They're like protesting the
Oh, God.
FBI headquarters with their rifles and their pistols out.
Fuck that.
You know? Yeah, exactly.
There's nothing you could do. Like, you just have to join them, pretty much. You know what I mean? Like, okay, so we're just approaching another civil war. Okay.
Well, I mean that's kind of where my head is at. Is just like, I'm gonna get a gun. It's like the logic of gun ownership in this country is I need a gun to protect me from assholes with guns.
Yeah, yeah. I
It's
mean,
plain and simple. That's all there is to it at this point.
I've looked down the barrel of a gun before. I mean, like, in that moment, there's nothing more powerful. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well,
Like, I got mugged in Baltimore like several times.
Jesus Christ. Fortunately, all my muggings happened when I was a kid, and it was all just other kids. Like, give me your fucking shit. I don't have any shit.
I got mugged in downtown about 4 years ago. Not great.
Yeah. Oh, mugging sucks.
Now, I'm of the opinion that this mugger also sucked because he chose to mug me at a time when I didn't really have a lot of money. So he got away with $4, a charge card I was able to cancel, my pretty beat to shit phone, and what hurt most of all was my Jersey Mike's punch card that had 9 punches in it. That fucker got away with my free sub.
Yeah. Well, hey.
I actually had half a pesto turkey sandwich in my bag when I got mugged, and they ran off with that. Like, motherfucker.
God damn it.
Leave my fucking sandwich, dick.
Yeah, it's funny when I actually had money and shit on me, I never got mugged. I don't know why, but when I was a kid, it was like, give me your bus pass. I was like, I walk to school. Like, oh, okay.
Stealing a bus pass, Jesus.
It's just fucking stupid kids. I was like, I lived in a mostly Hispanic neighborhood, and so it was like fuck with the white kid all the time. It was fun.
Yeah.
And Michael's really taking a big old dump.
Well, he sounds like he's not feeling too well today. I've heard him coughing or something going on a couple times. So. Oh man. But yeah, so we had that whole funeral situation, and it was it was a little hectic because apparently there's all kinds of customs that we have to follow, and if you don't do them right, bad things happen. So. And then it was confusing because it'd be like, oh, we have to do this. It's like, yes, we have to do this, and then like, oh, but if it's too much trouble, don't bother. Like, okay. And we had to do one thing where normally you do it a month after the funeral, but because people were coming from like out of state, we're like, okay, we're gonna do it all today. We're gonna compress a month into one day.
A Jewish funeral?
No, it was a Chinese funeral.
Oh shit. Oh man, I'm gonna have to go through that crap. Oh my god.
Well, maybe not. All of it was weird, and it's hard.
My mother-in-law is pretty damn traditional.
Okay, well, there you go. Yeah.
No.
Because so you have to, so you can't wear certain colors.
Yeah, you better not be wearing that white.
Well, no. So that's the thing is so technically white is what you should wear, but we did America because this is America, so we did black. but you can't wear red.
Yeah, give the widow a clock. That's good.
Who would wear red to a funeral?
Make sure you give them.
Well, I don't think anybody would, but I mean, I'm just saying it's just Well, and
yeah. So I thought you were saying something specific about red. Like,
do everything
no.
in fours.
Well, specific about red
is
because red is the wedding color, right?
Oh, okay.
And the New Year color. So yeah, you just can't have it. But they did give us red envelopes, so different from the red envelopes you get for like New Year's. But for
fuck the red envelope custom. It's so fucking stupid.
What is that?
Well, essentially, it's a zero-sum game where everybody gives everybody money.
It's a great way to bribe.
Yeah. Well, I mean, so that was the thing. Is like so we had the aunt that my kids hadn't seen in 10 years, and she's like, here's $100.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that it's a weird.
Yeah, Italian families are like that too.
Yeah, I was like, here's $100. Go knock yourself out.
Best aunt ever.
Yeah, just make sure you do everything at that funeral in fours. I heard that 4 is a good number in China.
Yeah.
Make sure you give them a clock too. Really remind them of the terminus of their life.
Yeah. Just if you didn't know, the number 4 sounds like the same as the word for death. Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, so I would probably offend a lot of people, like just stepping off the plane if I like whoops.
Yeah.
Uh,
All right. Anyway. Okay.
Anyway,
So
yeah.
we're about to have our own funeral here.
We
in
are
the game.
entering initiative. Mm,
But didn't we all have like the exact same decks? wasn't
I
wasn't
actually
that an
have
issue
a
last time?
cheat sheet here. Determine dex orders. So dex order. So who has what amount of dex?
I've got a 15.
I've got a 15.
Alice has 11.
1 second, let me pull it up.
I think you have a 15 too. I think that the three of us all have 15s.
Yes,
That
Sim
sounds familiar.
has 6, so he will be last. And Soldier
15.
also has 15. So all of you act
Still for 9.
simultaneously. So let's go with roll 20, essentially. Order of
first.
initiative. So Rat, what are you going to do?
I'm gonna try and kneecap the guy. My law enforcement training's not kicking in here, and he's coming at my partner with a knife. So
Okay. So you are firing your gun at the man. Very well. Roll.
yeah. Firearms.
Yeah. You don't have any
Okay.
bonuses.
Wasn't there something about a call?
What?
I mean, he's
Yeah.
Oh, you blow his head off.
No.
Well, he is following his cop training then.
Oh my god. No, your
No
gun,
cancers in here. I'm doing pretty good.
your gun jammed. Simple as that.
Okay.
Yeah. Next is Luke. I presume that
Alright.
Rat, you are, aiming at the guy, and then you're saying something like "fuck."
Safety's on.
Yeah, and remember next time. Good thing that Sean reminded us. You need to make a cold shot if you want to kneecap him. So it's like minus 20 penalty, standard on minus 40 if it's really hard. Which, in this case, it would be minus 20, of course, only. Because you are trying.
It could be like I thought I put one in the chamber, and it didn't actually. There was like one less in the mag or something. So you know what I mean?
Yeah, you have Beretta, so in honesty, they
Oh, it's,
don't. I don't think they really. Oh no, you have Volter, right? You have PPK.
PPK.
Yeah. So almost certainly, or it just jammed in the ejector.
Stovepipe.
Yeah. So look, what are you going to do? You have your
Uh,
M4 in hand, if I recall correctly.
Yeah.
Oh damn.
Yes. So that's what I said, and I said I was trying to fumble for my stun gun.
So that's it for this turn. If you
Okay.
do this, because you
Yeah,
only
I'm
have a
trying-
single
I'm trying
action.
not to-
Yeah.
I'm trying not to kill him. I want to shock him, possibly shock him to death, but incapacitate him is what I
Yeah.
want to do.
So what you are doing essentially is that you hold your rifle in your left hand, probably by the foregrip, and then you take out your stun gun with your right hand, and you are aiming it towards Ellis, who is approaching you menacingly with a knife. Now we have Mason.
Okay, so I'm in front, right?
At this point in this chamber, I presume that all of you are essentially right next to each other.
Cool.
Yeah.
Because
Hey, Ellis.
Yeah.
Oh,
Sorry.
hey, Ellis. And then I point my gun, my shotgun in the air, and I fire.
All right. You fire the shot. The sound is just deafening. It reverberates very strangely, honestly, very unnatural, and you can't really, put your fingers on why, but it's too deafening. It's too very loud. Ellis absolutely is not stopping. You see that he's completely lost to madness. He's holding the knife high, and then you hear Moore. I'm going to roll for him. Just need to quickly check. 1 think. And then you hear more.
Vasquez.
Then you hear more. Hey man, fuck you! And he lets rip with his M4.
Sounds good.
That said, he is aiming at the legs
Okay.
because he passed his scent test. So even though he is completely panicking and he's still, babbling like a madman, he remembers why you are here and that you need this man alive. So he fires a cold shot at Ellis' leg. Which, by the way, remember that in Delta Green, when you attack someone with a gun, it usually means that you fire few shots, not just one. It's all about, of course, the interpretation of the handler. But usually you fire like 2 shots, maybe 3 if you are using a rifle, stuff like that. Anyway, I'm rolling for him, and yeah, he passed, of course. Minus 20, just to quickly check. But he is a soldier, so he should have. Oh no, he failed. Okay. He fired, like I said before, he fired a few shots towards Ellis, aiming low. And maybe it's this place, maybe it's all the wrong angles, you don't know, but the shots missed. The shots missed completely. You hear them ricocheting from the strange walls. And yeah, I would also like for all of you to roll me. Actually, sorry, which one of you has the best alertness?
Not me.
60.
60, so probably it's Rat, because that's very high. Moore has 50. What about you, Sean? Sean? Is he gone?
I didn't hear him drop.
If
Yeah, he's still in the Discord.
Okay. Oh, my clan is
He's typing.
What's a 609?
60, I guess.
Oh,
So should we both roll, or
yeah, both of you roll actually.
any modifiers? That's a critical success, right?
Yes, it is.
Okay, thank God.
All right, but since you had one, then I'm going to tell you, Rat. Actually, I just need to roll my second thing. Oh, but you had a critical super success, so. All right. As all of this is happening, Rat, you don't have a feeling. You are sure that someone is following you, that someone is coming from behind you.
I'm spinning the fuck around then.
Okay, you are spinning around. Let's say that this is a free action, because it's in a more interesting way. And sorry. And you see that from the strange angular entrance behind you, figures emerge. The guides.
Ambush!
Even in the weak light of your flashlight, you see. Well, first of all, as they enter the room,
Check.
you hear them. Oh yeah, now we can hear you. You hear them.
Okay, cool. I don't know what happened there.
You hear them shouting and reveling in murderous joy. And you see those, their faces are just. They are beaming. You've never seen anyone look as happy as those people, as this man. Since Rat yelled ambush, you all know that someone is coming from behind you, and Essentially, when he ambushed the men, the village guides also began to, as I said before, scream in joy, in murderous joy. But first, we will need to finish the first turn, and the first turn ends when Alice tries to stab you. Luke.
Yes.
Stabby. So.
Come get some.
He slashed his knife at you, and you've barely dodged. You've jumped away. The blade is wickedly sharp, even though you know it's ancient. It looks like it could break at any time. It's primitive. You know that a single slash from this knife could end your life. And now Yasim essentially cowers like a bitch and screams. I mean, he can't even do anything. He doesn't even have a weapon. That's the problem.
Yeah. No, he's playing the character. It's okay.
Yeah. So unfortunately, that's that. You also think you hear Moore screaming something about looking up, or maybe not looking up. You're not sure because the gunfire. Remember, all those things happen almost simultaneously. So you know, Michael's shotgun, Moore's assault rifle. You know, the rats screaming, villagers shouting. It's a cacophony, but above this all, you think you can hear Moore screaming up and something about altar. You're not sure. Now the villagers enter combat, and for now, I'm going to say that only 2 can do something this turn, because well, this place ain't exactly. I mean, it's spacious, but not the entrance, as you know. The Eldritch temples have they're not exactly built for easy traversal.
It's all that non-Euclideanness.
Yes, non-Euclidean, exactly. Yeah, good old H.P. Lovecraft.
Yeah.
And his, except for the racism, of course.
Yeah.
They have decks of 13, so they are after
After
you,
us.
but before Alice. So
Yep.
again, I want to ask all of you, what are you going to do? Rat, you are first. Your gun is jammed. You need to spend a whole round unjamming it, unless you go for some other weapon.
I'm just gonna drop that and go for the assault rifle.
Okay.
I put one in the chamber before. At least I thought I did.
You can fire it immediately, because you send. What happens is you drop the gun on the floor, just so you know, and you had your rifle on the sling, so you just pull it up, and you can fire. And now I can tell you that. I mean, I don't know what you want to do. You know that those men are here to kill you. By the way, they are all essentially brandishing their weapons, hatchets and knives, exactly the same as the one that Alice has. So you have absolutely no, what's the word? Sorry. Like
Melee weapon.
No, when you know that someone is going to do something to you. You have no illusions. You have no illusions about their intent.
Oh, okay.
They're not here to take you alive. They're here to gut you and sacrifice you to their debased, unnatural alien god. So I want to ask you, what do you want to do?
Are they all still kind of clustered by the entranceway?
Yes. If you want to do what I'm thinking you want to do, that's a very good idea.
I want to spray. Like, I don't care who I hit. As long as I hit.
Okay, so your M4 has a Q radius. I have it in my. It has a Q radius, Q damage.
1 to 3 meters.
Yeah, so you can easily hit the first 2 guys and then potentially even few behind them. So I'm going to say 5. This is practically the best scenario for a weapon like M4A1. You just fire in a crowd and you don't care.
That's how I live my life.
Yeah, so it's a 10% damage, so fire away. I don't remember the bonuses to hit when you are very close. Because you are rather close to them.
Yeah, I'm trying to remember what point.
It's not point blank. It's not yet point blank.
Okay. Just short range.
Yeah. Combat.
Okay.
Okay.
Do I roll off of the weapons thing, or do I roll off of firearms?
You can do either.
Yeah, I think.
Because it should essentially it should have your firearms skill. You should have put it in the thing. So if you just press the button next to the weapon, it should roll off your firearm skill if you put it in if you input your skill correctly.
What modifier should I do?
I'm going to say that in this case, and since they are all bunched up, I'm going to give you plus 30% modifier only because you are turning around and dropping your pistol and taking up your rifle. If you would have the rifle from the beginning in your hands, you would get the plus 40, which is maximum bonus modifier that you can have. Yeah, so, actually, that's even, wait, there are combat modifiers here, which are very useful.
I imagine Rut to be the middle guy with the minigun in the GIF that I just put up in in Discord.
You get a plus 30%. Yeah.
It's 30?
They're not dodging, by the way.
Hell yeah.
No, it's modifier. You have 40% plus 30, so you had 70. You rolled 50, which is a hit.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know why I gave you a failure.
Yeah, why did I tell you?
Yeah, which is basically a hit. And then I'm going to say that you've hit 5 guys total. They are within the range. They are within range. Unfortunately, and again, sorry for the delay. I'll need to check lethality, but I don't think that you have any lethality rolls because you would need to roll 10% or below for M4 to utilize the lethality.
Yeah, and
rolls.
it looks like you can press those things and it'll do the roll for you. So like you can press the damage D12 next to it and it'll roll damage, and then you can press the 10% lethality and it'll roll lethality for you.
Should I do that?
Oh, sorry, wait.
Try it.
If your agent if your agent hits with a weapon that has a lethality rating, there's a chance it simply kills the target outright. Instead of rolling normal damage, roll percentile dice against the weapon's lethality rating. If the lethality test succeeds, a human target immediately drops to 0, which means death. If the lethality test fails, add the 2 dice together as if they were individual d10s and apply that as HP damage. Okay, yeah, I thought that. Yeah, lethality in this game. That's why Delta Green is so deadly.
Yeah. So roll. So click the 10% next to lethality and see what happens.
Okay, so nothing but 4 damage for the first one.
4 damage. Huh?
For the second one, because you roll lethality for every single one.
The second, I just rolled a 1d12 there, right?
No. You roll for each of them 10%.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Get
Again,
closer.
4.
So another 4 damage.
6. Okay, 4.
Okay.
Death. Yes! You've dropped the and 10, which I think might also be death because those guys don't have that much HP, if I recall correctly.
How many rounds is that?
Wait a second. No, HP 13. But he drops, I believe. Sean, remind me, when you drop below a number of HP, you fall to the ground, right?
Yeah, I want to say you're not. Well, I'm remembering Call of Cthulhu. I think you're not actively dead until you get to, or you don't have to start making death rolls or whatever it is until you're -2. Is it? So as soon as you're 0, you're unconscious.
Okay.
And then it's sort of like the death save thing. I think you have to be minus. I want to say -2, but I could be remembering that incorrectly. Minus a certain amount before you start having to make death saves, because somebody could still come and first aid you and stabilize you.
Wait. If your agent is reduced to 2 or fewer HP, so unfortunately none of those guys fall, because you've hit one for 10 damage, but they have They don't have
They have a
super
lot.
super HP, but yeah, they have quite few. But now it's suppression time, because you are suppressing them. You are firing full auto. Mm,
Oh, there's rules for suppression in this?
yes.
That's pretty cool.
I'm going to say that because you killed one of their number, and heavily wounded few others, the rest of them fall back. They scramble to the nearest cover, because you had to go to the nearest cover, which is behind the entrance to this chamber. So
Not smart now, are you?
so Rat, what happened was that you've unleashed your M4 on full auto, and you still have about half of the magazine left.
Okay.
The muzzle flash is blinding, and you see the men from the village, like some kind of horrible puppets, just jerking to the bullets fired from your gun. You think that one of them falls
jerking it?
down. Yeah, jerking it. You think that one of them falls down, but you're not sure. The others scream in pain, but also in exultation and almost joy. That said, they are, even the wounded ones, as well as, well, you're not sure if there's even a non-wounded one. They fall behind. They try to fall behind the entrance. They are ecstatic. They are very ecstatic, and all of you inside, in the corner of your eyes, or some of you, for example, like Luke and Mason, you see that a shape stirs on this strange stone altar the size of a barn. A flap unfolds like a claw or a wing. You all notice that in a moment of unwilling, silent awe.
God damn it.
But now we have another one in the inch further. Look.
All right. I'm
Alice,
gonna try
Alice tries
to.
kill you.
Yeah, I'm going to focus on Ellis. I'm gonna try to zap him with a stun gun right now.
Mm-hmm. I'm going to give you plus 20.
Critical success.
Oh, nice. Very nice.
Got him in the nuts.
Yeah.
so
Well, he doesn't have nuts anymore because he mutilated his genitals. But yeah.
Oh yeah.
So you don't even have to roll. You've just stunned him. Because remember, you have a gun or you have a taser. Stun prone.
The stun gun, I believe, is essentially just like a stun baton, or back in the old days before tasers, a stun gun was just a
Cattle
thing
prod.
you held in your hand. Yeah, but it wasn't long. It was just like it was like a tricorder that you held in your hand, and it had
Yeah.
contacts on
Like
the end of it.
electric razor, kind of.
Yeah, exactly. It looked like a Norelco, and you stuck it on somebody, and they dropped like a sack of potatoes.
Well, I just want to know if that's if that has a range or not.
No, that's like a
No,
melee.
no. It's I gotta touch him with it.
Okay.
It's like stabbing him.
So when Alice tried to gut you, you simply dodged from his clumsy yet insight-driven attack, and you pulled out your stun gun, and you stunned the bastard. Alice falls to the ground like a wet sack of potatoes.
Yay.
He's like, whoop. That's it. Mason, what about you?
You're saying I saw something up in the air?
Yeah.
Yeah. Can I say something and an action?
Yes, of course.
Pack that fucker up. We're leaving. I chamber, or I pump another round in, and I'm gonna shoot towards the thing I saw.
Okay. So you're shooting up. Sure.
I mean, too big to fail.
Yeah.
How far up?
Wait a second. Let me see one thing. You don't have to roll in. I mean, I would like for you to roll just to see if the gun won't jam.
You got a modifier for it?
It's like enormous, so let me see.
Can we just say it's Shelob?
No, I mean Shilap is a very nice thing compared to it.
Shelob TM.
Yeah. You can see huge. Plus 30%. You have plus 30%.
Oh, you son of a bitch! You just broke your gun.
You you point your gun at the
Yeah,
thing.
so the GIF I posted was not inaccurate. The GIF I posted was completely accurate.
You point your gun up, and first of all, your gun jams. Second of all, you see. You see something that no one should ever see. You see something that Ellis. You see the thing that Ellis saw, which made him do the things he did. And fortunately, it's dark here. It's very dark. So you don't see everything. Still, I would like for you to roll sun. Basic, no modifiers. Actually, no, sorry. You have a flashlight. I mean, still,
Minus
yeah.
50 sand roll.
Just roll sun. Just roll sun. It will, yeah. Let's see. Since
69.
Since you
Got a
have
boner.
Getting real hard Luther energy here.
since you have a flashlight and this, well, the altar, you guess that it's an altar on which the thing lies. Actually, this is just an angular black stone slab high as a barn. It's huge, and the thing atop is also huge. Your flashlight does not reveal everything, but it reveals enough. To make things more interesting, I would like for you guys to roll the amount of sanity that you lose. So I would like for you, Michael, to roll me 1d5 sanity.
That's non-Euclidean.
Two.
Okay.
So that would be 2.
Yeah, you only lose 2 sanity points because you still see too much.
Boys, we getting close.
But your mind desperately tries to tell you that no, it's not there. You're just seeing things. And stop pointing the flashlight at this thing, you fucking idiot. That's what your mind tells you, of course, not me.
My mind's really mean to me.
Yeah, and just so you know, you need you need 4 turns to clear your gun. And Rat, your pistol, you need only a single turn because you have to roll the amount of turns it takes to clear a gun in this game.
Okay.
So after that we have Moore. Moore turns around and he unloads at the on full auto, same as you, Rat, on the retreating villagers, screaming something, "Gonna kill you!" And you know.
My man.
Oh, holy shit! Okay. By this point, it's pandemonium in the chamber. You know there are muzzle flashes are lighting this whole place up, revealing more and more strange and disturbing shapes and angles. You can smell the gunpowder, the Vaseline. You can smell blood, and there are people screaming. Yasim is yelping. Mason, you've cried like this fuck when your shotgun jammed, and then when you looked at the thing, you were like, oh shit, something like that. The villagers are, they're just shouting in ecstasy, even as Rat's and Moore's bullets riddle them. And now I'm going to say that he will hit maximum 4. And yeah, so 10% for each. So 1d10 for the first. So it's 4 for the first, for the second. Dead for the third. Dead for the fourth. I believe also dead. So, yeah. So what happened was, you started with your burst, and the villagers tried to, well, they prepared to move back, but then Moore fired his burst, and he dropped another few of them. Even as they died, they welcomed it, and they were exultant in the agony of their deaths.
But then there was only 10 of them.
Yeah, well, there was only 10 of them, and now there are much fewer. The remaining ones, they disappear behind the entrance. Above you on the slab, 13 glistening green eyes open. And then to those with ears to speak, to those with ears to hear it, it speaks. The god priest was already catatonic, the stars not being right when city and temple and tomb collapsed in an upheaval of the earth long before dinosaurs or trees evolved. It was only occasionally stirred in the aeons since. The presence of the god priest exerts a strange force on the region around it. Human worshippers built Ghati to be near it to feel the touch of its impossible thoughts. Over thousands of years, they and the village became as entangled with its impossible thoughts as with the earth that bore them. Often they live in other dimensions, other versions of reality. When the stars come right, the god priest becomes more real to our own world. Its thoughts more alert, and Ghati can be found. In recent weeks, it has begun to stir. Tim Ellis sensed its thoughts, sought Ghati, and found it ready for him. The god priest speaks. Now, I want all of you to make a sanity test.
Of course.
Now, before you roll, does any
Yes.
of you has intelligence of 17 or better, or have art, occult, or psychotherapy at 60% or better?
I'll double check that, but
I'm
I'm gonna
boned.
say
Art or what?
Art, occult,
Psychotherapy, yeah.
or psychotherapy?
I've 15 or better, you said?
60. If you have 60 or more.
nope. So
Nope.
I have a 16 intelligence, so of course I don't. So sanity.
Actually, that's good for you because you won't have a huge minus modifier.
Okay.
I don't have any of those things.
Okay, very good. Now I'm going to.
I just have a 16 intelligence. That's the best I got. Everything else is gone.
Yeah, I got 15.
Mm-hmm. So the sanity roll is basic. Otherwise, it would be minus 20 because you would be incredibly susceptible. Let's just say. Rat passed. Mason failed, and
Woohoo!
McLean passed. Let's see. Rat.
Because I like the color and taste of these grenades.
Rat and McLean, you feel only a creeping subliminal dread subsumed in the abject horror that confronts your other senses. Sun loss is 1d6, and only 1d6 because you haven't viewed it in infrared. That's why I was asking about the night vision goggles. So,
Oh, God.
Rat
creepy.
and Luke roll d6.
I lose 3.
Mm-hmm. As long as you won't lose 5 or more in a single row, that's good.
Yeah. But there's also, at least in Call of Cthulhu, there was also something about losing 20% within a session.
Yeah, here it's called temporary insanity.
Yeah. Okay.
But I don't think you're close to it yet.
No. I this is the first sanity I've lost the whole game, so there's no way.
Rat, you want to roll d6?
What is it for?
You lose that much
For
sanity.
sanity.
because you've passed the test. But in Delta
But
Green of Cthulhu,
Agent Parker,
Yeah.
Agent Parker gets a special treat.
in Call of Cthulhu, even if you've passed tests, it's not always a good thing. So you guys
Yeah.
lose only 3 for Luke and 2 for Rat. You lose that much sanity. Now, what's your name? Parker.
The star of the show.
You are overwhelmed by a psychic shout emanating from the shape on the slab. It can only be approximated as a voice shouting or babbling what should be nonsense if it were a voice. Yet it is clearly filled with utterly alien meaning. Sun loss is 1d10. So roll d10,
Fuck.
please.
Or oh,
And that's yeah.
The voice that would put me at 23. My breaking point is 28.
Oh, yeah,
I didn't even know there was a break point.
Yeah,
I forgot
breaking
about that.
point is for the temporary insanity, but that's not the worst thing. The worst thing is that you've lost 5 or more during a single roll, and this makes. Let me quickly see insanity. Oh, it's right next to the combat. I don't know why. One good thing about Delta Green is that the books are very well written, much more better than, for example, Warhammer or anything else. They are so clear. Unnatural. Right, you've lost. An agent who loses 5 or more insanity points in a single row suffers temporary insanity. You have 3 options, and I'm going to let you choose. You want to flee, you want to struggle, or you want to submit?
I want to struggle.
Struggle. Very well.
I was gonna say that the favorite one in Call of Cthulhu is Homicidal Rage.
Yeah. I had a player when I ran Call of Cthulhu 2 years ago. I had a player kill almost the entire hotel in Boston because of that. He was just walking with knife from room to room and shanking people to death. And then he created a cult in Louisiana after he escaped the city. Anyway, struggle. This is lashing out randomly at the nearest threat, no matter how insurmountable it might be. Once this horse is set upon, your agent has no choice but to fight until he or she is killed, unconscious, or restrained. This is a common reaction against helplessness and violence some threats. I would allow you to do this, but it doesn't make sense in this case. So, and honestly, so you'd either have to submit or flee. I think your character would flee. But if you want to submit, please tell me.
Yeah, I'd flee.
Little. All right. So you are preparing to escape. You are just trying to run. Breaking point. Okay. An agent who sandwiches the breaking point gains a disorder. When suffering from a disorder, the mind maladapts to mental trauma with long-term neurosis. A disorder is like a release valve for intolerable stress. Indulging in helps your agent cope. It's possible to suffer from multiple disorders at the same time. We will have to work on your disorder after the game, because they take time to manifest, and it's best to actually work with a player to know what kind of disorder he or she would like to RP.
Yeah, show me around the lot.
Yeah. Disorders are on page 69, I'm not even kidding, of Agent's Handbook.
You are now a coprophiliac.
Yeah. So what this means is that you run away as fast as possible, screaming at the top of your lungs. And just, babbling. We exit the initiative stage at this point. During all of this, the electronics in your devices, they spark and they just spark and snap. Even your flashlights, there's a big chance that they will go out. So I would like for each of you to make a luck roll. Oh, sorry, I also need to roll for Yasim. Before that, I need to roll for Yasim and for the soldier man. So that was for Yasim. Let's see. Oh, he passed actually.
Yeah. Dumbass.
And D6. Only 2. Nice. And for Moore, for private first class, he so passed apparently. And
Wrong
yeah.
time to pass sanity checks there, bro.
Yeah. Right. So now all of you, please roll me luck for your flashlights.
Me too.
Yes, everyone.
I thought I just clicked it, but apparently I did not. I'll hit it again, and apparently it's not going again.
Woo!
Okay, I'll hit it one more time. Oh, come on, you. Is it just my mouse is not working? What the hell's going on?
Maybe it's raw. It sometimes does things like that.
Is it gonna? Is it? Okay, hold on. Let me try something here. Because I've rolled it like 3 times and it doesn't want to do it. That'll be 4 times. Come on, man.
Maybe
Alright.
refresh the site.
Alright, I'll
Sometimes it helps.
refresh. Oh.
I can roll for you.
No, I can roll in a second, but yeah, it totally knocked me completely out. Okay, there we go. Alright, I don't hear the music anymore or anything. Alright, I'll just roll a D100. 43. I think my luck was a 50.
All right.
Yeah, I think it's all 50.
So I'm going to roll for Moore and for Moore. I'm sure that he failed.
Do you guys still hear the music?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The music is here.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
For some reason I do not. But that's
You've
okay.
got a loading thing, or you had a loading thing, loading icon over your name on here, though.
Okay, maybe that's why.
Where's luck? I think luck is always 50, right?
Under sanity. It's like 2 below sanity.
Okay. Anyway, he failed, and Yasim passed. All right. Moore's flashlight went out. Parker's flashlight went out. And now we are entering another part of this. What you see as a creature is only the aspects of it perceptible to our dimensions. You know you have no weapons that can truly harm it. Those of you who didn't collapse, you can attempt to flee. Because if you stay here, it means death for you.
Okay.
So now, what this means is that all of you, including you, Michael, you need to roll. There will be a few turns in which I will need to roll. I will need to roll in tests, essentially to find a way out.
Okay.
And each turn, the half-awakened shape pursues, stumbling and slavering.
Woof. Sorry, my dog is freaking out.
Each turn, at the end of each turn, each agent who passed the initial sound, please don't roll yet. At the end of each turn, each agent who passed the initial sound test, well, something will happen to him. If you pass, if you fail, also something will happen to him.
Okay.
And I'm saying this, normally I wouldn't, but this is our first scenario, so I'm, trying to show the ropes. In each turn, each agent who failed the in test, you also have to make an athletics test. Failure means stumbling, in fatigue or in vertigo, as the floor seems to suddenly be a wall or a ceiling. Whoever fumbles or fails with the highest roll smells and hears the thing come up, and tastes its acidic fume in the air. The victim gets one dodge test to scramble away and survive another turn. If that fails, the victim dies, overwhelmed by massive claws and a mouth too horrible to contemplate.
Okay.
So, each turn, one of you will essentially need to roll dodge, and if you fail, of course. So let's start with the first turn, and I'm going to roll for the NPCs after you guys, and let's see how this will go. Let's start with Rat. Intelligence test, basic.
Intelligence.
Oh,
Okay.
not good.
Mason, you've passed, right?
Uh,
All right.
Alright,
Luke.
you want me to roll?
Yeah.
Oh, come on, man.
Okay. So in that case,
take the Luther now.
what happens is, Mason, you lose. You lose only one centi. And you guys, please roll. Wait a second. No, sorry, you need to roll again for the sand after that.
Okay.
Because it's 1.1d3. So, Mason, roll again, one more sand test. Unnatural.
What's up?
Another sanity test, please, for you.
Gotcha.
So you only lose one, and you guys also roll sanity tests one more time. I mean, sanity test, just you roll. This is your first sanity test. Rat
Okay,
failed.
sorry.
And
Let's do
Boys,
same thing
I
I'm
hard
trying-
fucked up, but I'm getting out of this.
Are you kidding me? Okay, there it goes. It's being annoying.
okay,
you
so
piece of
Rat
shit.
and Luke, I would like for you guys to roll 1d6 each.
Fucking hell.
Look,
Okay.
you. I mean, you don't lose your weapons, which is actually ironic because you have straps. But as you run away, you just like, you know, you lose it. You just lose it
Okay.
completely. Rat, you're holding it together, or at least trying to hold it together. But now you two guys failed your int test.
Correct.
And so, each of you needs to make athletics test.
Athletics.
Basic, like with no modifiers.
Yeah. I just have the base, so of course I failed.
And fail, but
I'm right there with you, man.
but Rat failed worse by 2.
Uh,
And now, Rat, you need to roll dodge.
was it dodge?
Yeah, basic dodge.
I need to roll dodge.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
you
To,
failed
to,
worse.
to not be eaten. You're the slowest turtle, as they say.
Luke and sorry, Agent McLean. Oh, actually no, Luke and Mason. You run away from the chamber, screaming at the top of your lungs, desperately trying to hold it together. You only barely hear Rat, Agent Green, being devoured alive by the God Priest, screaming in a way no human being ever should scream. Yeah, I can already see that after that we're returning to Warhammer. This is some bullshit.
No, I mean it's fair.
Like instant death.
Yeah,
I mean,
that's the thing about Cthulhu. There are a lot of things like that, like instant deaths. That's why I guess they've introduced luck system and fate point system in Warhammer to avoid stuff like that. Okay, so that was the first turn. You're making progress, stumbling through the blackness. Now this is second turn. What is the shape of stone? Is it familiar? Oh, sorry. After the first turn, actually, wait. Rat, you may yet live because I also need to roll for the NPCs.
Okay.
For
Woo! Eat
Yasim,
somebody else.
Yasim passed, so I'm going to roll for his sanity now. He lost one. Now for the soldier, Moore. He passed. He Santi. Actually, he failed. Yeah. So no, sorry, Brian. Unfortunately, Rat is gone.
Made it, no.
He, the God Priest smoked him, which is ironic because, you know, the whole wheat thing. Okay. After that, we have our second set of intros. I would like to start with Parker. Parker, roll intelligence. Nice, nice, very nice. And let me quickly see. Okay. Remind me, sorry, not Rat. Parker, you failed the previous int test, right?
Nope.
So that's the second one that you've passed. All right. Okay. Very nice. So now please roll Sun.
Woo! Look at that.
Nice. Pretty good.
Awesome. So you only lose one. And now we have you, McLean.
Okay. Intelligence.
Nice.
Woo!
That's you. You've passed the previous one, or is that the first?
No, no, that's the first one I passed.
The first one. Okay. So now roll me Sun. Because you know that this thing is pursuing you.
God damn it.
It's
Right.
pursuing
So,
you. It wants to devour
D6?
you like it devoured poor rat.
Yeah. 6 again?
Yes. You lose 1d6.
Oh my god!
No, wait. Sorry, because now you need to roll another Sun check.
Okay.
No, my bad. Okay, that was the first. That was the Sun that you failed.
Okay, so I lost 6.
You
I lost another 6.
Okay, so well,
Oh, and I forgot that. Hold on, I'm below.
you're
I'm
below your breaking
my
point.
whatever.
Breaking
Yeah.
point, okay.
I was below the last time. I just didn't subtract it. So now I'm down to 28. So actually, wait a minute. Did I pass? Oh yeah, I did pass. Wait, no, I didn't. No, of course not. Sorry. Never mind. I'm just being dumb. And it's not 10, it's 28. That's not 128. Right, there we go.
Need to check very quick something. Sorry. Okay, here it is.
Okay. Double checking my math.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah, all right. So yes, so you lose.
Another 6.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that's you're below breaking point.
I'm cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs.
No.
Because I am now.
Have you reached the breaking point? That's the thing.
I'm well below it. I actually was below it the last time. I just forgot to subtract it.
Okay. Right. You are moving through this underground, unnatural hell, pursued by something from beyond the stars that just devoured, completely annihilated your comrade. It chases you. It chases you, tries to eat you as well. You guys, you are not even sure if you are running together. It's hard to tell. Even though there was only a single path leading to the chamber in which Alice was found. By the way, of course, Alice is also gone. You have a feeling that you are, running separately. You're not sure. I'm going to roll for a second and for Yasim failed and Soldier 37 int, I believe he passed. Intelligence. No, he failed, of course. 14 intelligence. I'm still thinking in Warhammer terms, where 37 int is not something especially hard to achieve.
Well, if he has a 17 intelligence, though, it should be rolling against over 80, right? Because it's times 5 for the roll.
What?
Well, so when you roll against your intelligence, you roll against your score times 5. So, like, for instance, I have a 16, so I have to roll an 80 or under.
Okay, so he would roll 5 times 14, which means 60. So he passed. Okay, nice.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Alright, very well. So Santi, in the case of both of them. He passed, so Yassin. Oh, he's going to be quite mad after that. Alright. And so both of you succeeded in your intelligence tests.
Correct.
But Yassim didn't. So he knows how to roll for athletics. He failed. He knows how to roll for Dutch. I'm going to die laughing if he passed that.
I think, well, if he has the base, which is 30, he passed it.
He has 60.
He has 60 dodge? Jesus Christ. Oh, so he passed.
Yeah, so he passed. All right. And now we make third row. The stairs climb to the light. But will you succeed? McLean, roll first.
Intelligence?
Yeah, it's in.
Yeehaw!
I don't see it.
Oh, you don't see it?
Nope.
I got a 15 out of 80.
Okay.
It didn't show up.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so you have 15 out of 80, alright. What about you, Mason? Roll me in, please.
That's a success,
Yeehaw.
baby. 23 out of 60.
Uh-oh. Rhett disappeared.
Yeah.
The ghost of Rhett disappeared.
I had to exit the game to update it.
Okay.
I think.
I think there's an error in the scenario because it says at the end of each turn, each agent who passed the initial sun test loses 1.1 d3 sun, unnatural. Each who failed is more accurately attuned and loses 1.1 d6. But passing and failing, they've already did that, so it's like it doesn't really make sense. I think they've kind of messed up, messed this up a bit.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
So I'm going to very quickly show this to you guys. Oops. Okay. Tell me what you think about this. I've entered it in the chat.
Yeah. Okay. So we have to go back and see. So essentially, we're either losing every turn.
Well, you had to roll every turn, but that's the thing. If you fail, it says that you lose 1 or 1d3. I mean, if you succeed. But
then
yeah, but when you fail, you lose 1 or 1d6. It doesn't make sense. It should be if you succeed, you lose 1, but if you fail, you lose 1d6. That's something very strange here.
Well, no. Sometimes sometimes you do lose. So if that's the interpretation, then if you pass, you lose 1d3. If you fail, you lose 1d6.
Yeah, but there's the 1 before 1d3. And in Delta Green, 1 means when you roll for Sun, the one on the
Yeah.
left means the minimum that you lose anyway, even if you succeed. And the one on the
Oh,
right
okay.
means the number that you can lose. The total number is 1d3 is 3.
Okay, I see what you're saying.
Yeah.
So then what the interpretation? Yeah, that seems weird that you only lose one. So essentially, what they're saying is that if you pass the very first sand test, you only lose one. If you did not pass the very first sand test, you lose either 1d3 or 1d6.
The initial each who failed is more accurately attuned. Okay. That's strange, man.
It's a little weird.
Yeah. Because from the, I mean, obviously I can't show you the scenario right now, but from what it says is that essentially each turn you should roll for sanity because the thing is chasing you and you know that it's chasing you, and it's the size of a fucking mountain or something. So yeah, right. Anyway, Parker, can I please have your int roll? Your last.
Oh.
Oh, now I see. Whoa, nice. Okay. You don't have to roll for sanity in this case. What happened is I'm also going to roll for Yasin just in case. Okay.
Oh.
And now I'm going to roll
I think he's.
Actually, he passed his sanity roll. And Soldier. Soldier passed. So Yasin once again rolls athletics. He
passes.
Guys. I presume. No, he doesn't have athletics. What's the basic athletics?
Basic athletics is 30%.
So he passed. Yeah,
So
awesome.
Yeah.
So what happens was he only loses this one. So what happens was. All of you, fugitives, you've reached the stairs, and you are safe from the monster that is, because you can hear the shrieks of chaos from the village. You all meet at the top. By you, I mean Agent McLean, Agent Parker, Yasim, and Private First Class Moore. You all look at each other, and you all see that, well, you've been affected by what happened. Rat, the ghost of Rat, nice one. Rat is no longer with you. None of the village guides are with you. Tim Ellis is not with you. From deep below the mountain, you can hear the god priest slavering and slivering, moving its obscene cosmic body in search of new victims. But for a split second, all of you have this horrible feeling that it might come after you. It might emerge from the very small entrance, from the crack in the limestone wall, because it's limestone. It's no longer the strange substance that was underground. But no. And only after a few seconds, during which your minds still urge you to run, even though you are on a cliff, high above the ground, you think that, or maybe just your imagination, but you can almost sense this thing returning back deeper into the underground temple, into the mountain. What are you going to do?
Play my harp.
Now, I'm going to tell you have two options right now. where you
Yeah.
are right now. First of all, of course, you see the amazing vista, as it was same as it was previously. It looks the same as previously. The village below, something is happening there. You can hear screams and shouting, and sounds of almost insane joy. You're not hearing any gunfire, at least not yet. You don't know if that means Sergeant Harding and his remaining men are dead, or maybe they've escaped, or maybe they even haven't been attacked yet. But that something bad is happening down there. Something very bad, and all of you have feeling that this whole thing started because blood was shed in the temple. Blood, it has awakened this thing on this huge slab. Now you have two options. You can either go down the way you came, or you can try to climb down the other side of the mountain to avoid going back into the Black Valley. It will be harder, but you at least won't have to go back to this accursed place. By now your acute episodes end, even though you're all not feeling well, and you will never feel well again, not after hearing Rat die, because you've heard him die, and it's a sound that will follow you, that will stay with you till the day that you die. What now? Moore is saying something like fuck, shit, fuck. Essentially just a stream of very, string of invectives. Yasim is literally kneeling and praying. You guys just look at each other. Oh, Michael, you've cleared the jam on your shotgun, just so you know.
Say, hey, Parker,
Yeah,
can you rig anything up to seal this crack?
I was thinking the same thing. I pull out my my belt of grenades.
Mm-hmm.
One sec.
That's the thing is that if you try to detonate it here, the entrance to the temple is very near the edge of the ledge that you're standing on. You're not sure how it will affect the path, if it won't cause avalanche. You know that normally, when
It's a stairway down, correct?
yeah, exactly.
All right, cool. Hey, you guys go ahead and get a move on. I'll be out just a second.
Roger that.
Okay, but my question is, if you are going down the way you...
I'm not. One of the great things about that stairway down is that it's still affected by gravity, and I don't have to go anywhere fucking near it, so I can just toss shit down it.
Yeah.
So I'm just gonna toss. I'm not gonna pull the pins on them yet. I'm just gonna toss a bunch of those 9 Afghani grenades I'm carrying down that hole.
Okay.
Then I'm gonna toss 5 of the M67 grenades down that hole.
Mm-hmm.
Then I'm going to pull the pin on one of those M67s and toss it down the hole.
Okay. You don't have to roll for anything.
And run like hell
Okay.
to catch up with the guys.
You don't have to roll for anything. I was asking the rest of you if you are going down to the village, or are you trying to go, like I said before, around. If you're trying to climb down the other side of the mountain to avoid going back into the Black Valley.
Oh, I was trying to go down to rehook up with Harding,
Okay, so you
so
want
I
to
guess
go
I would be
down.
going towards the valley. Yeah.
Okay. How many guys were down there? There was Harding, there was the asshole, and the medic, right?
And
Medic,
Booker,
yeah.
yeah, so 3.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I need to roll.
Harding, Shaw, and Booker.
Okay. Okay, for so it was yes. So unfortunately Booker failed, and now here is this. Oh my god.
Oh, Booker lost his shit.
Yep. Okay. Okay.
Killed everybody else there.
Okay. Okay. So, you guys are going down. I mean, Yassim and Moore follow you, McLean, as you start walking down the path. Parker, you throw the M67 grenade inside. It detonates after a few seconds, and detonates the other grenades as well. You hear the powerful reverberations, and the shock just goes through the stone. You also hear like this. Essentially, you hear the entrance collapsing. At least in one place, or or maybe even a few. And so, Parker, you follow McLean and the rest down, I presume.
Yep.
Okay, so now, since there are no longer guys with you, and you have body armor and weapons, we'll need to roll now. So, I want each of you to make athletics test, and I'm going to make athletics tests for your NPC as well.
Alright, my athletics sucks, but I will roll.
Nice. Nice.
Ooh.
Nice. So nothing happens, and now for yes.
Extreme parkour.
He failed, and more. Nice. It's no fumbles, but as you are walking down the treacherous path, Moore and Yassim are falling behind. It's clear that they are very exhausted and they don't handle this descent well. And when you are about halfway down, you can hear the gunfire. The sounds of of M4A1 rifles going off. And even from here you can hear the screams of not of terror or agony, but the screams of delight, of joy, of murderous joy. Eventually, you reach the button. You don't see Harding or his two remaining men anywhere. Moore is like, what the fuck, man? This is so messed up. This is so messed up. But when you approach the place where they were, where they remained, you see black stains on the ground. Many black stains, and many shell casings as well. From the village itself, you can still hear, Well, the village itself is very close to you. You can still hear the shouting. What are you going to do?
Yeah, fuck this.
Yeah. Can we just get out of here and not go through the village?
If you want to get out of here, you need to go through the village. That's the thing.
All
That's
right.
why I was asking if you
Yeah.
want to go the other way.
Right. All right. Lock and load, fellas.
Yeah, pump one in.
Let's start running.
Running and gunning, guys.
Wait, says more. There are only 4 of us.
Yeah, and you have a gun. Like, you don't want to fucking... I told you before, if this went good, we'd probably burn this thing down. This went bad. We're burning this fucker down.
How do you want to do this, as Yasim? Those men,
I want to do this full war crime mode.
You saw the movie Zulu, right?
Yeah, the Afghans hate these people. No one likes these people. I think we'd be doing them a favor.
So,
Anyway.
you want to just enter the village?
Well, this is what I suggest. We just run through like hell and shoot anything that moves.
Yeah, that's good. I'd say it's a good plan. Why the fuck are we sitting around talking? Let's go.
Boom.
Yasim says, "Can I have at least a knife or something?" I don't
Oh
have-
shit, yeah, we forgot. Hey, Luke, you got your sidearm?
Yeah, I can give him my sidearm.
I don't know
All
how
right,
to
you
use
see-
it. He says.
You see, it's just point and click, bud. Pitter patter.
Do you want a knife instead, Yasim?
I'll take the sidearm, he says. And he takes
Okay.
your Beretta.
Yeah.
And you run towards the village. As you run towards the village, you see indeed that it's in the grip of madness. The villagers are joyful because their god awoke, has awakened at least for a time being. And words can describe the happiness that you see on their faces. Happiness and murderous intent as they see you running towards them with your weapons up and, well, probably already blazing. And they run towards you as well with knives and hatchets. Some of those people that you see, you remember them from a few hours ago. They were offering you food and water, smiling at you. But now, mad fury sees them. The rest of the village screams and howls incoherently outside. You know that there are probably at least 100 villagers here. But, let's see how many will attack you. It's 3d6. 11. Now, the rules for combat here will be slightly different. I mean, for the villagers, especially. So just so you know, it
Really
will
like
be,
that saw now.
yeah. Yeah, so would be good now. M249. Just so you know. 11 madmen and madwomen rush you. You are, of course, first. Then the villagers, and then if I recall correctly, it's Yasim. So let's start with McLean. What are you doing? They are all running like this group, 11 villagers. They are all running rather close to each other, brandishing their weapons, trying to kill you. What do you want to do?
Light him up.
So, full auto and trying to catch as many as you can in the 3-meter radius. Very well.
Yep.
So you have plus 20%.
Okay. Da-da-da-da-da-da. Plus 20.
You unleash the M4.
Unleash hell.
Nice. 20%.
So-
So how would you say that? How many people would you cut in a 3-meter radius?
In a 3-meter radius?
Yeah.
Well, I don't know how spread out they are, but I would say
Not
at
really.
least 4 or 5.
At least 4. Yeah. So let's roll. 10% lethality for 4 targets.
Okay. Death.
Nice.
Second one,
Mm,
9
okay.
damage.
Now that's a cool thing about this combat. They drop when you hit them for 5 damage or more.
Sweet.
All right.
8 damage. And then the
Uh,
last one,
and
come
the
on,
last
come
one?
on, death. Only 14 damage.
Yeah.
So I essentially chop a few people in half with a gun.
You fire your M4 practically on full auto, which is something that you normally would never do, and your bullets just pierce lungs, blow away heads, destroy throats. People, four Ghati villagers just fall to the ground, dead, with smiles on their faces, or what's left of their faces. Now we have Mason, Agent Parker. You fire your shotgun at one of the villains.
Yeah, what's my modifier here, buddy?
Plus 30% because you are using spread weapon.
30 or 40?
30.
God fucking damn it.
Well, you've
This shotgun is defective.
well, actually, it is realistic. I mean, this is Afghanistan. There's so much, dust and sand and shit. That unfortunately.
I don't think that's an excuse. I watched Mad Max, man. That thing still worked.
Valhalla.
Yeah, pretty much.
Your shotgun jammed again. For 2 turns, you need 2 turns to unjam it, but you still have your sidearm.
No, I don't. I just drop it.
Oh, right. Well, you still have your knife because all of you have.
I have my fire axe.
Oh, awesome. You're going to town on those guys. Okay, Yassim. When you don't have a skill, can you still, I think, can fire a gun?
Yeah, if you're going off of firearms, he has the base of 20.
Mm-hmm.
But, I mean, if you wanna, well, I don't know.
Yeah, Yassim just fires a gun towards the man, and he is just the bullets go everywhere, but not towards their intended targets. And he's like, Allah! Screaming something like that, and just boom, 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 boom. The bullets just fly in all directions. Yeah, I mean, he probably would scream something like that because Allah Akbar means God is great, and right now, Yassim is asking for all the help he can get, real or otherwise. So, and finally, Moore does the same thing that you did, McLean, and with a scream of "Die, you motherfuckers!" just fires the. Half of his newly slotted magazine, because I didn't even ask, but I presume that you guys reloaded the guns at the top, so you have all full max.
Yeah, I never actually got a chance to fire mine. So,
Rad did. Sorry, but Moore reloaded because he was trained like that like that. Moore fires, motherfucker. And he completely fails, even with bonuses, because 93. Unfortunately, Moore is way too he went insane, like all of you, for a time, and he's terrified, and he's also, you know, just overridden with grief, because you all know that Harding and his men are no more, essentially. So none of his bullets actually hits anything. The Ghati villagers, because you can't even force yourself to call them Afghanis. They're not really Afghanis per se. They were here before any Afghanis, but from the very onset, from the very beginning, they were enslaved to the thing from under the mountain. They charge at you, howling with delight and joy, offering you sweet release of death, and, you know, being one with Baba Jan, the god priest of Ghati. And you still have another round of combat, because this round they will close up with you. Because they started from some way back. Oh, just so you know, they are completely immune to suppression by now, right?
Okay.
They are, yeah. You see that you could probably, even if they would probably be on fire or, you know, missing their legs, they would still try to crawl towards you and kill you. They are just absolutely 100% mad. So, new round.
Yep.
Agent McLeod, you still have half of your magazine to unload at the
I'm
bastards.
gonna unload it.
Now you have plus 30% because you're closer. But they are not, you know, bunched up as much. That's why I'm not giving you plus 40, just plus 30.
Okay, no worries. Let me type in 30. Ooh, if I could see my keyboard. Alright, there we go. And submit. Oh, God damn it.
Yeah, unfortunately.
So close, and yet so far.
Unfortunately, the bullets from your second burst, which ended in a click of your rifle, you don't think that they hit anything. I mean, naturally, you know, they've smashed into primitive huts. You know, they've struck maybe a well. They hit the ground, but none of the enemies got hit. Mason Corn Berserker. Nice one. Okay, what are you doing?
That's ready. Fuck these guys.
So you drop the shotgun and pull out an axe, right?
Yeah.
Okay, and you prepare to defend yourself. Remember that in Delta Green, even if you defend yourself, you can do damage.
Exactly.
Which is good. Yassim fires his Beretta like a boss. Well, it was close, but no. Unfortunately, even though he has good intentions, he couldn't hit the side of a barn with his gun. Moore is like, I'm going to take you all to hell with me! And, you know, he also fires. Nice. He also fires
Nice.
the rest of his burst. Yeah, he only hits 3 because they are close enough, and you know you've killed some of them. But let's see, 10%, so 11. Drops one. Drops the other one, and another 3 villagers go down.
Okay.
So you're 4, he's 3. So only 4 remain. So I'm going to. So there are 2 of
One
you.
on each of us.
Each. Yeah, one each. One each. It will be easiest, honestly. The madmen reach you, madmen and madwomen, and they try to take you down. Their hatchets and long knives. Actually, I'm going to roll. Starting with McLean. 150, it will be hatchet. Sorry. Yeah, you have a hatchet man on you.
Okay.
A villager with an ancient but still sharp hatchet tries to kill you. Let's see. he misses completely. Fortunately, you've just ducked to the side. The hatchet slammed into the ground. You are safe.
This isn't the first time a man has tried to kill me with a hatchet.
Mason, you are attacked by a woman armed with long knife, and I'm going to roll for her. And once again, she whiffed the attack completely. The knife almost disemboweled you, but emphasis on almost. It missed completely.
Sucked in your gut real hard.
Yeah. Now Yassim is going to be attacked by a man armed with a hatchet, and the man tries to give him a bad time, and he gives him a bad time indeed. But Yassim can dodge. Opposed all hand-to-hand combat. He's not going to fight back. He's going to dodge. Basic dodge is.
I believe it's 30, but
But he has 60.
but he had 60.
Yeah,
He
he has 60.
he's Neo.
Fucking min-maxer. Sorry, Brian, that you're not taking part in the game, but we are almost at an end, so don't worry.
Yeah, you're good. You're good.
Okay.
I'm just rolling around on the floor with the dog.
Okay.
That's good.
Right, so I'm going to roll his dodge, 60%. Yeah, Yassim. Well, probably his dodge comes from his, Weasley ways and the will to live. So
Yes.
he.
I want to live.
I want to live. And now, Private First Class Moore. He is struck by a hatchet again. So we have 3 hatchets and a knife. Nice. The man with a hatchet. Oh my god!
Puts it through his face.
Yeah. Can you please tell me, because if I recall correctly, armor does give some modifiers, if I recall.
I don't know enough about armor in this
Let me
game
see.
to.
Oh yeah,
So,
armor rating.
In the old game, it was just if you had like some kind of armor points, it would just take that much. It would absorb that much damage or whatever.
Actually, no, it doesn't. Okay, cool. Yeah, it's just
But what does a critical success do?
a critical success in combat does actually something very nasty. If I recall correctly, it always gives you the maximum
damage?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is a critical hit. A critical hit inflicts double damage. Okay.
Okay.
So normally it would be 1d6 plus 1, but a critical hit doubles it. So you roll normal 1d6 plus 1, and you double the effect.
Okay.
But of course the soldier will try to dodge. Yeah, he managed to avoid a swing that would probably honestly kill him. Yeah, so that's that. Oh, sorry. Okay, we'll do this from next turn. But if you don't get a free dodge, it has to be an action declared.
Oh, you have
Okay.
to declare it
Yeah.
from the beginning.
Okay.
Interesting.
Okay. Let's this turn stands, but next time, yeah. Because your agent can dodge or fight back against an incoming attack even before your agent's dex or during a turn. If it becomes your agent's single action for that turn.
Well, so that means no. So they did dodge. They just don't get to do anything when it's our turn to fight next turn.
Well, I mean,
That's how it works.
it was last turn. From this turn, let's play normal, but last turn stands. Again, too much Warhammer because there you have free dodge, and it's
Yeah.
easier.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so we are starting with a new turn, and I would like for you guys to tell me. Well, just let's go with the initiative. McLean, what are you doing?
I'm going to assume that since I have my rifle in my hand that
Yes.
is now unloaded, that I can start using it as a club and smacking this dude in the face with it.
Absolutely, yes.
So I assume it would just be regular. Would it be a regular melee, or is there oh, there's an unarmed combat. So I don't know
This
if it's
it's not unarmed.
it's
It's
gotta
melee.
it's gotta be melee, yeah,
Yeah.
because actually if I did unarmed, it would be I would have a better chance.
Yeah.
All
So
right, so yeah, I'm gonna start swing. I'm gonna try to bash his brains out with the butt of the rifle.
I would say that this is going to act like brass knuckles or steel toe boot,
Okay.
and deal 1d4.
Okay.
Because otherwise you would have bare hands and feet, which really doesn't apply here. Taser obviously does not apply here. Ordinary knife or hatchet, no. Oh, actually, wait, no. It's a heavy gun. I mean, relatively heavy gun. So it would work like a nightstick. So 1d6.
Okay. Works for me.
Not a baseball bat. If you would hit someone with an M60, it would be like a baseball bat. But M4, I would say it works like a nightstick. So 1d6.
Okay.
So you roll your melee. He's not going to dodge or parry.
I fail.
Mhm.
So I go. Whoosh, I whiff.
You're trying to smash this man's skull with the butt of your rifle. Unfortunately, your swing is way too wide, and yeah, now we have Parker. What are you doing?
So the person that swung at me missed pretty hard.
Mhm.
Holding an axe across the level, I'm gonna swing it up into their gut.
Okay, with the X.
Yep.
Roll.
Is there a bonus on the melee?
No, not. I even have the melee table. I mean, bonus table right now. Not in this case, unfortunately.
Damn.
You are swinging your axe, trying to disembowel them, but they were too close, and they managed to, you didn't manage to get a good swing, so you locked, you were locked in a grip with each other for a split second, and then you just jumped away from each other, and you try to kill your opponent next time. And now we have actually Yasim. I have to remember his last. Now we have Moore. He also doesn't have any ammo left. Actually, he is going to pull out his combat knife, his M9 bayonet, and that's his action for this turn. Now, look, McLean. The hatchet man tries to kill you.
Okay.
Actually, fair enough. He managed to hit.
Okay.
So now just damage. But you have armor, and that's important. Because armor in this game is... Sorry. Hatchet is 1d6 plus 1, but it doesn't have any armor piercing, which is actually very good. So it's... what kind of armor do you have?
I just had the regular military armor. I of course didn't write it down on my character sheet, but when we got the I got some kind of flak jacket or something. I want to say it was 3 armor points, but I don't remember exactly.
Let's see.
That sound right?
Kevlar vest, reinforced Kevlar vest, tactical body armor. So it's 5, not 3.
Oh, 5. Okay.
So 1d6.
Yeah, whatever the standard issue is.
Nothing happened. The hatchet,
Okay.
it failed to penetrate the vest. So the knife-wielding mad woman tries to stab Mason, who went to set up dinner. 17 again, nice.
Man.
And this, actually, this is armor piercing. Knives have armor piercing 3.
Okay.
So I am going to roll for nothing again. The knife slit from the armor, which was good. Now we have the one attacking Yasim actually.
Okay.
Okay, hit. They have very low melee, by the way.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah,
That's what happens when you're a zombie.
yeah.
Ouch.
No, nothing.
Okay. His flak jacket saves him as well.
Actually, I need to see what kind of armor he has because he might not have. No,
In the
he has
picture, he...
tactical body armor.
Yeah.
Yeah, 6 points.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Nice.
Oh, because you have tactical body armor and helmet, so you have 6 points total, not 5.
Oh, okay. There you go.
So that's something to remember. And yeah, that's that. And finally, we have the one attacking Moore.
More.
Okay.
Damn, these guys are good.
Yeah. Nothing. So, they're trying to find weak points in your defenses, trying to chop you to bits or stab you to death. But for now, you are holding your own. Yasim will fire his pistol, point blank. Which doesn't give you as big of a bonus as it should, because he's firing at a target that is constantly moving and trying to stab him, and he failed, unfortunately.
Okay.
You also know one thing, that because you are, going guns blazing, it means potentially that soon more villagers will come. And I think this is a good place to end it here for now.
Okay.
We'll do something like this next time, when we'll almost certainly finish it by next time. Brian, you might want to RP next time as Moore, at least for combat, so you'd have to do something.
Sounds good.
And after that, we'll. Actually, I'm going to wait for Michael, so we can discuss what's next.
I'm here.
Oh, yeah, he's back.
Brian, you here?
He's muted.
Yeah, I'm here, bud.
No, Michael.
You're there.
I know, but I was asking if Brian's here.
Brian!
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay.
I just couldn't unmute it.
So, as I was saying, next time when we'll be finishing this, because we should end this for today. It's quite late.
Yeah.
We'll be certainly finishing Ghati. And I wanted to ask if you guys are up for another scenario, or do we want to switch to Warhammer? Just speak freely.
I can go either way. I mean, I'm cool with just we die in a pile of zombie bodies, or or whatever, or we roll luck rolls to see if we survived, or we can play it out. I'm good either way.
Okay.
I'm good either way too. I just obviously have to like figure out what my next character is going to be.
But you would just play the other soldier.
Oh, so you're asking if we're going to continue this long term?
No. Just for the next if we
Yeah,
have another session.
Yeah, I'll play it again as more, I guess.
Okay. Yeah. So you.
Is that what you?
Yeah. So you'd play as a Moore for the ending, and then potentially as a new character for new operation.
Okay.
If that's cool. What about you, Michael?
I'm more in line for Warhammer, but I'm cool with this. I'm cool with either.
Okay. So
I'm getting used to it.
Okay. So tell you what. After this, we can play one more Delta Green Op, and then let's say right now, right here and then. Then after that, we'll switch back to Warhammer. I think that's cool.
Sure.
Yeah. So
by the time we finish that Delta Green Op, I will probably be taking a vacation from this to handle my child.
Sure.
That's fair.
Well, I mean, I'm not going to pick some lengthy scenario, so maybe we'll be able to play one more Warhammer adventure, or at least start, and then wait for you, of course, Michael, to return. Okay, so remember to switch the skills that you failed on your sheets,
Oh.
because that's important for the downtime that we will have. And yeah, let's see. What about 30th of October? 30th of October.
Let me look.
Yeah.
That should be okay.
Yeah, works for me.
Yeah, it should be okay. I've got
I think it works for me.
I've got to officiate a wedding next weekend, and then I've got a wedding on the 29th, so the 30th should be fun.
Okay, I'm cool. What about you, Sean?
Yeah, that works for me.
Okay, so we are meeting on the 30th when we are finishing Ghati and starting a quick new op. This time it will be a much more traditional one in the States, so you know. And after that, we'll go back to WFRP or WFRP or whatever it's called. WFRP. And but like I've said before, second edition, please.
Yeah. I just have to port over my character to second edition. I should be able to do it. No problem.
Yeah, I think there are even PDFs to do that, like conversion PDFs.
Okay.
Fourth edition seems good for like they seem to go really all out on the lore, but the rules seem kind of wonky.
I never learned. I mean, I never learned. I learned the rules. That's the thing. I never got the rules during 2-year weekly games.
Fourth edition's advantage system is so fucked.
Yeah. Again, that's another thing. You have to limit the advantage to 3 per character.
Okay.
And there are other strange things. For example, magicians can learn talents that completely remove miscasts.
Okay.
Which, one thing in this setting that is very consistent is that magic is powerful, but you can get fucked by a demon, and they completely removed it. So I was like, wow.
Yeah.
Nice.
Magic is powerful but dangerous.
Yeah, but now you only have powerful. No, there's nothing dangerous about it. Yeah.
Okay.
Anyway, thanks for the game, guys.
I gotta go.
I'll see you on the 30th. Bye bye. Take care.
Yep. Later.
Hey,
See you next time. Good game.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Bye.